I swear that someday I'll tell you without lying, I was born to quit smoking, I was born to quit dying. On that day, not doing heroin will be easy as pissing. On that day, I'll stop talking so much shit about the government, 'cause urine speaks louder than words on a politician or on a prison warden. Urine speaks louder than words. I swear that today I was born to be living, I was born to be singing, I was born to be fighting. But will somebody say, is this resistance or a costume party? Either way, I think black with bandanas is a boring theme. I don't gotta tell ya,
I'm here. I'm here. Volume is that at? There we go. Oh, fucking A. You know I had to interrupt my workout. Sorry, hang on. There you go. All right, Ramsey. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck with your meeting, your appointment, or whatever. Oh, yeah, I may have a meeting tomorrow, too, actually. What didn't I do? Oh, I didn't do that. Zippy. Let's see. Hang on. I got an award here. Oh. There it is. All right. Yeah, I could have gone harder. I was actually doing well today. I could have gone harder. I could have, wait, what was that? Okay, sorry. There's a hitch on the screen. Oh, wait. This? Oh, it's been this way for a minute, Karina. Pretty much a week and a half, something like that. I'm just sort of doing a swept thing. I don't know. It's staying off this side, but I mean, it's shaved. It's shaved under that side too. So, whatever. So yeah, I may have a meeting tomorrow. 5? I don't know. All I know, that right profile exposed the curio in your soul. All I know is that, tomorrow's stream may or may not happen. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I'll let you guys know, as I always do. I won't leave you hanging. You know what? I'm gonna move some stuff around. God, I need a fourth monitor. Also, I need the ability to pin stuff. You know, a feature that still isn't a default feature in Windows that should be a default feature in Windows is the ability to always on top any window. I don't know why I can't just right click a window and get the move restore context menu and just pin that window always on top. That should be a feature in Windows by now. I don't know why that's just not a default feature. I always have to modify Windows when it occurs to me years in that I'm like, I could use that feature. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea how the colors work. No idea. We can go looking though. I think that's elements that's coming from. Let's see. Go to the dashboard. Tools, overlays, edit. There you go. All right. Chat, text settings. Yeah, I don't know where the colors are coming from. Yeah, I have no idea. It's not a setting on the chat box itself, so I don't really know what the gig is here. Oh God. It's not from the font family. It's not from the position size and stylings. It's not from the settings. All right, so if I do that, let's do... Nope, that doesn't do it either. All right, so yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where the fuck that's actually coming from. Nope. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I don't know how they're deciding those colors, actually. So they're just sort of pulling colors. We'll see. We'll see. And what does the actual fucking thingy look like? YouTube chat, it's mod colors and then non-mod colors. I have no idea which version of Advanced you should be running, by the way, Cat. So yeah. Stream Elements seems to be assigning them somehow. Stream Elements is just doing it at random for some reason. Is there... Nope, there's no context menu for it either. That's URL, that's session data. Oh, wait. What's that? No, that's not it either. Oh, no. Custom font and family. Nope, that's the actual text. Yep, there's no rhyme or reason to it from what I can tell. So it just is what it is. Oh, Alex Jones, another fucking Reset Wars email. Oh, AJ. Oh, AJ. So, yeah, sorry. If I ever figure it out, I'll fucking gladly give custom colors and shit like that. But for now, it just is what it is. Fucking A. Is the mouse charged? Yeah, the mouse is charged. All right. Oh, let's plug this shit in. Oh, I get the keyboard in. Oh, ay. All right. I mean, I know a few of you are attempting to not doom scroll. So let's do some speed. Here's what I want to get done tonight. Yeah, again. Oh, wrong direction. Wrong direction. There we go. Let's get some headlines done. Let's get a little discussion done, and then let's get some theory reading done. And so we'll get hopefully we'll get like a couple of chapters out of some sort of reading. Oh, I never shared this. Dude, this is cursed. You've been warned. Okay, there, just put that in shared content. Anyway, I've been hanging on to that for a minute. So oh, headlines won't last much. Nothing interesting is happening. Well, you know, there's a few things. We're going to start seizing yachts and luxury apartments from Russian oligarchs that have wealth parked in this country. Quote, we are coming for your ill-begotten gains, Biden said. So we're going to start seizing Russian oligarchical assets as well. I wonder when we start calling ours oligarchs. Anyway, the Kremlin even has announced that the Russian economic reality has, quote, considerably changed in the face of problematic Western sanctions. Fucking, so that's that. Fucking, the tide is turning. So like we discussed last night on VC, fucking, the tide is turning in Russia. There's only so much the oligarchs and the generals are going to put up with because money. So we'll see how long this actually runs. And then all the bodying that Russia is just taking. So yeah, it's definitely been interesting following. It's been hilarious, quite frankly. Russia has a 40-mile convoy stalled on its way to Kiev. By the way, right now. According to U.S. officials, there's a 40-mile convoy of Russian armaments that was trying to make its way to Kiev, and nope, it's just stalled right now. So yeah, that's just a hilarious fuck up. They're just getting bodied left and right. But if you want some shit to piss you off, here you go. I can definitely do some shit. All right, here you go. On the left is a picture of Ukrainian girls making Molotov cocktails. On the right is a 13-year-old by the name of Mohammed Shahada. One of these is lauded by the international media and the international, let's just say, populace, as being a hero, defending their homeland. The other one was killed by the Israelis because they claimed he threw a Molotov at them. So one of these things is not like the other. So if you'd like a little more hypocrisy to go with your international conflict, there's some. There's a 13-year-old Palestinian boy who may or may not, because we don't know if he did or not, but the Israelis claimed that he was throwing Molotovs. So they executed him. Whereas the girls making Molotovs are heroes, defending their homeland from pernicious invaders. Gotta love it. One's a hero, one's a terrorist. I'm sorry, what? Are you high, Kavas? Do you really think that that's what's going on there? That Putin has rolled out a armed nuclear warhead into that Russian convoy so that it would be bombed? Is that what you're suggesting? I mean, Hunter, we were just bombing Somalia again the other day. That's we took to, you know, a little drone practice in Africa. So like, yeah. Yeah, it definitely is. Because it's a stupid idea, and it's not even worth discussing further than that. The Center for Defense Strategies acquired the names of 120,000 Russian servicemen who are fighting in Ukraine, and, well, released them. The personnel data for, like, most of the invading army has been documented now, and it's out there. So yeah, it's definitely a thing. Fuck. Belarusian troops crossed the border. Officially, they have officially joined the invasion. Ukrainian authorities confirmed that the Belarusians have begun fighting on behalf of the Russians. So Belarus is fair game now too. Belarus is going to get greenlit as well. Oh, and this guy. Oh, fucking this guy. I love this guy. So, Jesus Christ, that took a second to do. Why did that take so fucking long? Anyway.
Очень многие сейчас говорят о том, что цыгане своровали танк. Но, друзья, это все неправда. Мы его просто тупо спиздили. Это, блядь, хит, нахуй, пиздец. Спиздили технику, блядь. Охуеть. После того, как спиздили танк, очень часто поступают мне вопросы. Например, такие. Точно там был ты? Ну, я, честно сказать, даже не знаю. Возможно, был и не я. Но по факту...
I love this guy. You're right. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't there. How do I know if we stole the tank from the Russians? Meanwhile, there's a fucking tank behind him. That guy's great. I love him. What's up, Deirdre? Yeah, that guy's a minor hero in my eyes. Fucking, he's absolutely. Cupcake's gonna make a great family heirloom. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, it'll make great farming equipment. Are you shitting me? Those things, the torque on those things are amazing. Like, it treads and torque to galore. Like, when the rainy and mud season comes, dude, they're gonna be able to till their field in the middle of mud season. It doesn't fucking matter. Dude, Russia's just handing them brilliant farming equipment. I mean, a little gas guzzly for sure. But, you know, maybe they can get some, like, breaks on oil imports from a few neighboring countries now. Get just the smile. The smile alone. Like, I don't know. Just right over the shoulder. Nah, Karina, for now, it won't even matter. For now, it won't even matter. I'm telling you, until I start to see new faces in chat, doesn't matter. Y'all gotta realize frozen dirt's a thing. They gotta worry about them parts. Exactly. I mean, not for long with global warming, but you know, exactly, Kat. There is a necessity for that kind of equipment. And Russia's just on a humanitarian aid mission. They're delivering. They are hand delivering equipment. They heard that Ukraine was understaffed militarily. And under-equipped militarily, so they thought they would volunteer some of their troops to come surrender on their doorstep, and maybe you know, participate in some, let's call it, community service, and as well as bring some equipment that maybe the Ukrainians were lacking that they didn't want to have to buy for themselves. Russia's just generous like that. Putin's a notorious giver. He's a notorious giver like that. So that's all. They're just, you know, it's a humanitarian mission. I heard the Russians brought like marshmallows in their pockets. That's why they're encouraging Molotovs is, so, they can roast some marshmallows. It's a friendly thing. It's all overblown by the media. Hunter is RV. Okay. Fucking duly noted, Hunter. Yeah, they're also fertilizing the soil. And I mean, if they're following the instructions of that little old lady, hopefully they'll have some seeds in their pockets too. So on a better note, so the guy on the left is a guy by the name of Magomed Tushayev. Fuck his name. I don't care about saying his name correctly. It's nothing against the people of Chechnya. It's everything against him. Fuck his name. I have no interest in being able to pronounce his name correctly. He is was the top advisor and military commander for the Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov. But he actually, interestingly enough, helped oversee the purge of LGBT plus people in the region for at least the last 5 years. He was heading up the 141st Motorized Regiment of the Chechnya National Guard on Saturday. When he done got. That motherfucker's dead. The Ukrainians killed him. Kadyrov. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, he's dead. He's dead. That's all we have to worry about, is that the piece of shit general military commander who led up the the Chechen purge of LGBT people in their society for 5 years, mind you. They've been purging, killing, etc. Fucking yeah, Cat, I don't care. The absolute garbage piece of shit who deserved to die died. There you go. He has some name. All you need to know is that he was some Chechen military douchebag general type. His name's not important. Hopefully he'll be forgotten to history. But either way, fucker's dead. The Ukrainians just capped that bitch. Oh, also they blew up like that entire motorized regiment. That motorized regiment, they're all dead. They're all fucking dead. Dude, that entire regiment got blown up. The fucking Ukrainians, actually I think it was the Turks with the drones that got them, frankly. I think the motorized regiment got handled by the Turkish drones. And so like, yeah, like the Turks may have blown his ass up. Either way, yeah, if your nickname's 20 letters long, you're getting a nickname. You're getting a nickname one way or the other. Either way, fucker's dead. Yay, humanity is better for it. I'm not going to pretend that the guy who was directly involved in violent, murderous purges of gay, lesbian, trans, bisexual, and just generally queer or questionable individuals in their society who spent years murdering people I would consider my brothers and sisters is somehow a loss for humanity. We're better for it now that that man is dead. Fuck him. So, yeah. Oh, also, command and control for the Russian space agency has been taken over. Oh, no, Ninja, he's fucked. He's fucked. Putin's looking at a bullet in the back of the head at this point, if he doesn't get his shit together. No, Putin's fucked. Putin has fucked up. There's no pulling this out of a nosedive at this point. Putin fucked up. There's no recovering this ball. Dude, he fumbled this, and it's already in the end zone. He just hasn't realized he lost the game yet. That's all. He's still running around in circles down near his fucking end zone, near the other end zone. Yeah, dude, The Russian space agency doesn't have command and control because hackers took it away. The Russian ruble is absolutely decimated. The Russian economy is in free fall. They're in the middle of a bank run. Their people are actually protesting in the streets, which for Russia is holy shit. I have seen footage of Russian police legitimately afraid of the protesters because they are out there and doing some shit now. The Ukrainians pushed in Russians' military shit so fucking hard that the entire world is laughing at them. They they have humiliated them. They're literally, this is a Harlem Globetrotter fucking exhibition match at this point. It's so pathetic that just like 13-year-old girls are making the military might of the Russians look like rank amateurs. He has united what's up, Ricky? He has united Europe. He has caused two nation states that didn't really want to join NATO to pursue NATO alignment. He's basically fast-tracked Ukraine's integration into the EU. He's created a global set of sanctions on Russia to the extent of oligarchical assets now being seized. Any wealth stores are now being seized in the US, the UK, and elsewhere abroad. Dude, he fucked up. He fucked up. This is the biggest fuck up I've seen in my life. Dude, this war is hilarious. Are you kidding me? I have been laughing my ass off the entire time. Yeah, it's sad. There's going to be some kids that die, and the kids have died, right? Civilians have been bombed. Kids have died, and that sucks. But you know what? Big picture, holy fucking shit. Vladimir Putin went from Vladimir Putin to a joke in the matter of a week. Just like that. Just instantly. His entire legacy as this strong man manipulator who's caused so much division amongst the Western powers, gone in a week. Because of one former comedian and a bunch of fucking angry Ukrainians. That's real, right? Like, that's real. He also, by the way, one of the side effects of all of this is that Zelensky has fucked up politics for other people. Right? Like Ukraine, look, there's all sorts of fucked up shit happening in the Ukraine. Look, they're racist as fuck. Everybody's racist as fuck. I don't understand how people don't understand this. Humanity is racist as fuck. If you go to Africa, dude, they're racist as fuck. If you go to China, they're racist as fuck. If you go to North America, they're racist as fuck. If you go to Europe, they're racist as fuck. Right? Like, everybody has their thing that they're fucking racist as fuck about. And Ukraine is no different. So there's all sorts of fucked up stories coming out of Ukraine. The mistreatment of Indian students, the African nationals trying to get out of their fucking borders. I have heard time and time again, the people of Ukraine have been lovely to the Indian students, but all of the police and the bureaucracy have been racist as fuck. Who would have guessed? Racist police, right? So there's all of this like clauses and shit that we have to addend to this, but if all of humanity, if all of the globe is racist as fuck from time to time, we kind of have to like set it aside for the purposes of discussion, right? If it's a common denominator, we have to exclude it for the purposes of discussion of certain things. Of course, we include it for other things, but for the purposes of this, we exclude it. Dude, this has been an unavailed, unfucking checked victory for Ukraine. This is going to cause a renaissance period for Ukraine as well, by the way. You do realize what's going to happen as a result of this. Ukraine's going to skyrocket. Ukraine is going to skyrocket. Sociopolitically, economically, Ukraine is going to take off. They're going to there's going to be a golden period for Ukraine. Socially, culturally, they are going to have a binding thing now. The thing that brings them all together is Ukrainians. Where were you when the Russians invaded? I was next to you at the bakery shooting motherfucking Russians, right? Where were you when the Russians invaded? I was on the roof Molotoving their fucking asses, right? Like, there's going to be this cultural binding significant moment that brings them pride and unity that is a force multiplier for a society and a culture the likes of which most Americans can't even comprehend because we're so divided and so fucking filled with ennui and angst at this point, right? So socially, the Ukrainians are going to get a huge boost. Economically, are you shitting me? The entire globe is on Ukraine's team now. If Ukraine needs a fucking a trade agreement signed, we're going to fucking sign it. Everybody's going to be looking to fucking build something in Ukraine after all this is done and staff Ukrainian staffers and show support for a couple of generations probably. Economically, they're going to go through the fucking roof, right? Politically, dude, he's getting standing ovations and is welcome anywhere. The political sphere on a global scale is going to welcome Ukraine into the fold. There is going to emerge from this event the likes of which most people have not seen in a common modern era. Most of us under the age of like 60 haven't seen something like this happen in our lives. This is going to be an astounding renaissance period for the Ukrainians. They are going to come out of this amazingly. It's going to be rough for a minute. Don't get me wrong, they're coming out of a fucking war. It's going to be rough, but they are going to bounce, and they are going to bounce back amazingly. So, yeah, no, Putin has fucked up on like every single level. It's staggering how badly Putin fucked this up. This is beyond Trump levels of fucked up, right? Like, no, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Imagine how badly you think Donald Trump could fuck something like this up. Putin fucked up worse than that. There's very little you could do to make this more of a fuck up for Russia. There's not much you could do, really. Think about it. What else could you do? What else could Putin do at this point to like just make this even worse? The only thing left for him is to like nuke something. Nuke Poland. Watch what happens. Oh, no, Amherst. No, there's no holding Ukraine. Are you kidding me? Fucking most of the gains that were made by the USSR during the war with Germany during World War II were done by Ukrainians. Dude, they spent 20 million Ukrainian lives during that war. That's why Russia lost, you know, how many tens of millions. Yeah, 20 million of that was Ukrainians. Dude, you don't fuck with Ukrainians. Dude, have you seen their track record? Dude, they will fight. Dude, these fuckers will fight. They got it in them. Yeah. I mean, home of Nestor. Remember the Makhnovian Black Army? That was Ukraine. Right? The motherfuckers that took it to the Nazis. Ukrainian by and large, right? You don't fuck with Ukraine. There's no holding Ukraine. Fucking... I don't know how you save face from this, because he's going to want to save face. I don't know how he's going to save face. He's going to want to, but how do you walk out of this without your tail tucked between your legs? People also tend to forget where the Russian famine was. Yeah. Ukraine. Dude, these are survivors. These are fighters and survivors. You don't fuck with these people. These are not the kind of people you fuck with. Right? Like, dude. We've seen the last week. We've seen the last week what happens when you fuck with a Ukrainian. Dude, even their comedians are fucking like, oh, I'm sure you at least a millionaire comedian performer who, like, you know, flapped his gums into like presidency would like be a pushover. He's Ukrainian. Remember that? Like, no, he's not a pushover. Like, yeah, it's honestly, this is the most hilarious goddamn fucking war I've ever seen. It is. So, kind of related. Little Tokyo Drift, but kind of related. We sent a delegation to Taiwan. China's pissed. China's always pissed. China's always pissed. So we sent a delegation to Taiwan to further establish relations, because one of the first things that China did was put a fleet of vessels in the territorial waters of Taiwan as soon as the Ukrainian conflict, war, invasion, whatever you wish to call it, kicked off. So we sent U.S. defense and security officials today, which pissed off Beijing, of course. But the delegation was led by the former Joint Chiefs of Staff, and the entire point was basically to remind China that if they attempt to nullify the self-rule of the island of Taiwan, then the U.S. defense apparatus becomes involved. So it was a not so subtle reminder to Xi Jinping and Beijing in general that don't think we're not paying attention. We're still looking at you too. So it's a thing. Let's see. Oh, we had a couple of shootings here too, by the way. We had a couple of shootings here. I don't know if anybody gives a shit. I don't know if anybody has even noticed, but yeah, like we had some like bunch of kids too. Sacramento, California, Sacramento, a church, 5 dead, 3 kids. Somebody shot that place up. And then somebody shot up a hookah lounge here in Vegas. And then there was another shooting somewhere, but it's so difficult to keep track of them. It's the US after all. Oh, y'all want to see the craziest goddamn thing? Here we go. I will show you the craziest goddamn thing.
Stand up. Сейчас свободно. It's chaos on the front line with the denazifiers and liberators of Ukraine. These guys are tough, these guys are ready, and there's plenty of them. So far, Russia has used about 10% of its military power, and we're getting ready to bring the hammer down. These guys are going to save and liberate all the good people in Ukraine, and the bad people, boom, kick their ass.
So if everybody's trying to figure out what the fuck was just going on there, that is a Texas man who is fighting alongside the Russian, one of the Russian armaments. He is an individual known as Russell Bonner Bentley. He was a middle-aged arborist living in Austin, Texas. He is a foot soldier in what is considered Putin's information war, and he is now actively on the front lines, aiding and assisting Russian troop movements. Yeah, the Republican conservative QAnon fucking pipeline literally leads to individuals serving on Putin's front lines, waging war against Ukraine. It's a real fucking thing. Motherfucker from Austin, Texas is serving with a motorized battalion. It's not technically treason, Ninja, because it's not against the U.S. It's not treason. If he swears allegiance of any kind, if he takes an oath of any kind, congratulations, now your citizenship is called into question. Yeah, then it becomes potential treason. But yeah, until he swears allegiance or swears an oath or accepts a title of any kind, then no. For now, it is perfectly legal. It's weird. It's fucked up. It's questionable and dubious, but it is not treason. So, yeah, if Ukraine was NATO, it would be. Oh yeah, he is subject to sanction by others, for sure. Just not by us. He's not done anything for us, against us. Is this another one? It is. It's another one. God, there's so many videos of locals stealing Russian armored vehicles. It's just difficult to keep track of them. It's so amazing, though. Oh, and did you guys see the fucking Ukrainian ambassador to the UN told Putin to Hitler himself? Yeah, oh yeah, Viva. He's been embedded for a while. He's, like I said, he's been working for fucking Putin's information war for a while. The Ukrainian ambassador at the UN went up and said if he wants to kill himself, he doesn't need to use a nuclear arsenal. He has to do what the guy in Berlin in a bunker did in 1945. It's fucking UN General Assembly. Fucking Putin should just Hitler himself. We can all go home. Yeah. Yeah, Vice did have an interview with him a while ago. But yeah. Oh, and you guys saw it fucking finally happened, right? That there's a Ukraine cryptocurrency. Yeah. Like, Shiba Ukraine, by the way. Yeah. So, the Belarusian railways are stopped as well, by the way. They've been locked down as well. The Belarusian railways got locked down by cyber attacks, and the Belarusians are functionally locked out of their own systems. Yeah, the demand now is Russian troops out of the territory of Belarus, and then we'll give you your trains back. Until then, your command and control systems remain encrypted. So, yeah. Let's see what else. And I don't know if I showed you guys. I talked about this. This is the column. Yes, I have that video as well if you want to watch it. But yes, Alexander Lukashenko believes he's waiting for Putin to appoint him as a colonel in the Russian Federation military. There's he has reasons, but I mean, you know, here, this is, God, I love this video. I love this video. I love this video.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Michał, собрать мысли, Michał. Веру, что мода ген.
So soldiers, glad handing, all that sort of stuff, right?
Ibrahim, اجنم مش مدوق لي تانا. Vale, ложу будет это. Ирулан карая жаеге телето. Алхамдулилlah. Что мода ген.
So these are the Chechen mercenaries. This is the Chechen National Guard that was sent in, that was led by that douchebag that killed a bunch of gay people. They posted this video to social media, basically the long and short of it is that at one point they declare I'm coming for you, Ukraine, like one of these yoked out fucking Islamist fighter types from Chechnya. Declares in the video that they're coming for you, Ukraine. And then they publish this video online. Within the hour, the entire column was destroyed and they were all dead. Seriously. Maybe don't upload videos of your foreign mercenary unit to social media in a war zone so that a people who are fighting guerrilla style wars at a base level on their sovereign soil know where you are. Within the hour. Dead. I'm coming for you, Ukraine. They destroyed the entire column. Yeah. Like hashtag pro tips. Yeah. Just maybe. I mean, how fucking retarded can you be? I agree. It would probably had all of the metadata attached. All of the EXIF data, all of it was attached. I guarantee you, these fucking morons took a video of themselves about to commit some war crimes and then uploaded it to like Facebook or some shit. What the fuck, man? Yeah, that's the fucking douchebag general's column. Oh. Yeah, it's one of those moments. Let's see. Oh, and apparently Putin is planning on losing 50,000 bodies to this. That was the last leaked document that I saw. That Putin figured like he was going to lose 50,000 on this. He was fine with that. Just throw 50,000 bodies on this, and we'll have Ukraine. That was what Putin was planning on doing. Yeah, I don't know, right, Viva? That died at the crossroad between Fuck Around Street and Find Out Avenue. That is true. I'm a known CIA asset and agent working for the Illuminati and the globalist gay cabal. So if you happen to be Russian or, an Islamic fighter of any type and you're listening to this, most assuredly know everything I'm saying is disinformation, and you definitely shouldn't keep uploading videos of yourselves to social media sites in an active war zone. I don't know the amount as current. The only numbers were being, they're being reported mostly by Ukraine, and so it's difficult to keep track. As it's nobody's sure. But here's the estimates as of the 28th. I can give you estimates. This is according to the Deputy Minister of Defense of Ukraine. So take with grain of salt. 29 aircraft, 29 helicopters, 191 tanks, 86 ACVs, 74 artillery units, 1 AAMS, 21 BM-21 Grads, 291 AVs, 60 tank trucks, 3 UAVs, 2 warships, 2 anti-aircraft warfare units, and they're estimating somewhere around 5,300 plus manpower. Yeah, Viva, I mentioned that. I don't know if you were here for it, but yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah, the entire personnel role for the potential invasion force has been compromised and released. Yeah, so yeah, so we there's no, yeah, I had a pigeon in a pear tree. Is that true? Hang on. I can't. I don't see. I see at least one headline from the Boston Herald that Russia confirmed their casualties, but I'm not seeing secondary confirmation, so don't trust it. You want to fuck up this badge? Just stick your dick in a hornet's nest. I mean, you know. Oh, this is great. This is great. You want to? This is part of how I said like Putin fucked up so badly. That like they're protesting in the streets to a degree that like we've never seen before. That like this is legitimately kind of a new thing. In Russia, in my lifetime at least. This is the level that the protest has gotten down to. Russia is arresting children who are out protesting the war. That's very literal kids in cages. Because even 8-year-olds are protesting the Ukrainian war. And Russia is arresting them. So, you know, that's when it gets down to that age group, for sure. For sure. Yeah, you done fucked up. Why is that doing that? Okay. Now, let's see if I can find this. Nope. All right. Yeah, I don't see it readily. I had a video. Dude, I have so many videos. I had a video of Russian police attempting to tamp down or squash a protest. And I forget which city it was in, but it was the first time I've ever seen Russian police look scared. They look scared. I'm not kidding you. They look scared. They went in to arrest some protesters. They like converged to arrest some protesters, and there was just this sort of noise from the protest, and the protest turned inwardly and sort of assessed the police and then started to come inward and removed the police from the people they were attempting to detain. And it was the first time I've ever seen Russian cops at a protest on the back foot. They were scared and they were running. They wanted out of there fast. And so, yeah, this is the first time I've seen this look on Russia in my lifetime, really, like properly. They fucked up. Dude, Putin fucked up. He fucked up on levels I can't even begin to comprehend at this point. He has fucked up so epically. Dude, this could be the dissolution of the Russian Federation, too, by the way. You know that, right? Like, this very much could end up being the end of the modern Russia, too. Like, in my lifetime, I get to see the dissolution of the USSR and then the collapse of Russia proper. That would be, dude, that's worth seeing. That's worth seeing. That's a historical event. That's worth seeing. So, yeah. Let's see. While I'm here, I'm going to kick you all in the ass, as I tend to do. This is an MRI cross section of a 40-year-old triathlete's quads. This is their leg. This is their upper leg. This is an MRI, a single MRI slice showing what a 40-year-old triathlete's legs look like. Bone density, muscle density, fat interlace, all of that. This is a 74-year-old sedentary man. All of that white is fat. All of that white is adipose tissue. It's fat, right? And then look at the degraded muscle tissue on the internal structure. That actual broken up shit. That's the actual quadricep. This is the difference between a 40-year-old triathlete and a 74-year-old who just sits on their ass all day. Here's what a 70-year-old triathlete looks like. 40, 70. 40, 70. The 70-year-old didn't put up the same numbers as the 40-year-old triathlete, but was still an active athlete. Here is his contemporary, 74-year-old man that doesn't do anything, 70-year-old that still is active. There is functionally no difference between the 70-year-old athlete and the 40-year-old athlete. None whatsoever, really. None worth speaking about. It is, you can preserve your muscle mass. You can, the fall of Yugoslavia was also in my lifetime. Yeah, but that wasn't that important. No offense. It really wasn't. Not to a Westerner. Not to an American, at least. Yeah, activity matters. You gotta stay active, guys. You gotta stay active. Please, for the love of fucking just everything, the love of yourself, you have to stay active somehow, some way, some shape or form. Right? You don't have to be a fucking 70-year-old triathlete, right? You don't have to do triathlons, but you have to stay active and you have to do muscle building. You can't just walk. Walking is good. Walking will make a difference. But study after study after study shows that muscle training, weight training, muscle building is the difference. That's the trick. And you don't have to do a ton of it. Most of the studies have found a drop-off for at least the age-related losses at 30 minutes. You don't have to do a ton of it a week. Something like an hour and a half a week spread over multiple days will prevent osteoporosis. It'll prevent muscle degradation. It will prevent adipose buildup. You have to do something, guys. You have to. So just, you know, I'm going to hammer that. It's just one of those things. Kai's into fitness. So sorry, but yeah, you have to be aware of that. So before we do some reading here, I just need you guys to see a picture. Here you go. You know, be a shame if this picture made the rounds or anything. So, there you go. Just thought I'd make sure that you got to see that picture. Putin's biceps, Putin's arms aren't that good either. Fucking dude, Putin's body isn't that good. That whoever actually did that photo shoot, right? Like they got a banging body. Great arms, great shoulders, great ass, fucking relatively tight core for the build, right? Putin doesn't look that good. Putin's pudgy and short and not well built, and yeah, Putin doesn't look that good. I am gay. Yes. Yeah, Crystal. I like. Yes. The song instantly cues off in your head, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh yeah. Fucking. I mean, Caboose. I'm already instantly banned in Russia, right? I'm a gay anarchist. I'm scheduled for execution. Like they don't even give a shit. Is this stream safe, Caboose? Let me look at it. Yeah, I think it's stream safe. Let's see. Any bodies? Nah, I don't see any bodies. Oh, yeah. Whoopsie. Hey, you're right, Caboose. That Z does look a tad familiar. That's a shame. I bet that thing cost a pretty penny, too. It's really, really a shame. Oh, well. Anyway. Oh, apparently it cost approximately $13 million. That's a shame. Or for Russians, 1.439 billion rubles. Oh. 1.43 billion rubles is what that costs at present valuation. You mean how much the Ukrainians will get back in scrap, Beast? Because it's going to be the Ukrainians who get the scrap value. Fucking A. All right. Oh, and of course the U.S. oil lobby is fucking using the Ukrainian invasion to argue against climate change plans. Our fucking U.S. Oil lobby basically started fucking running their mouths off about how this is just another reason why we need to like tap our like vast oil reserves in the Arctic and shit like that. So typical no shame whatsoever from the oil lobby. And I mean, you all had to have heard, right? Fucking Trump tried to take credit for NATO existing. Like, for real. Trump tried to take credit for NATO existing at the same time as supporting Putin's play. God, that man is a thing. He's a hell of a thing. He is a hell of a thing. I don't even know what to do with him some days. Amazingly dumb. Yep. Astoundingly, amazingly dumb. Interesting. Oh, shit. It goes up and down. Interesting. No, I missed that part of his buffoonery. Yeah. No, he basically claimed that due to his hard line with European powers, that if he were, because he held the European nations' feet to the fire, and forced them to start paying their NATO fees rather than having the U.S. prop them up and be the core of NATO, that this strengthened NATO, and as a result of this allowed for fucking something, NATO still exists. Trump should get credit. Never mind the fact that Trump tried to remove the U.S. from NATO and tried to dissolve NATO entirely. Never mind the fact that Trump was impeached for illegally blocking military aid to Ukraine and essentially probably, given his relations with Putin and the fuckery the two of them got up to in combination with that illegal blocking of military aid to Ukraine, probably caused this entire conflict. But Trump would like credit for it. Also, at the same time, this is a savvy genius play, a brilliant, savvy genius play by Putin. And that it is comparable to what we should do to our southern border to secure it from the Mexican threat. He is the dumbest goddamn person in the room, whatever room he's in. Oh, Che, with your logic, reason. Hey, Puka. It'd be a lot better if I started seeing new faces. But YouTube, I'm telling you. Let's see. I have to encourage you guys. I hate doing this. You know I hate doing this. You got to spread the show. Tweet. Spread the tweet when we go live. Fucking spread the fucking page, the Proudly Radical channel page. Shit like that. You got to fucking hammer it. We got to get it out there. It's the only way, because YouTube's discoverability is shit, and nobody has proven me otherwise. Fucking Crystal, he doesn't give a shit. Dude, you could force Trump to look at a fucking pony with a sign that says pony on it, and he'd be like, that's a fucking tiger. He doesn't give a shit. Exactly, yeah, smash that like button. Subscribe, share, like, smash that like button. Fucking all that shit. All the YouTube stuff. We have to do the YouTube stuff because we're now slaves to the algorithm. Slaves to the fucking algorithm. So have to, because the live discoverability on YouTube is basically nothing. It's basically nothing. There's no category browsing the same way that there is on Twitch. So getting new faces in, getting people to just stumble in is not something that happens organically. I passed the psych test with amazing colors. They said I was very smart. Title's still not clickbait. Well, give me a fucking clickbaity title then, Amorous. I don't even know how to find myself in the YouTube fucking list, frankly. Like, the title doesn't fucking matter. Well, the thumbnails, fucking Amorous, are you stepping up? Because we haven't gotten to the thumbnails yet. We know the thumbnails have to be changed, but like, the title doesn't fucking matter because nobody's going to see the fucking title. Like, give me a title. Give me a fucking title. What title that actually is relevant to something I do, that is descriptive of me, Proudly Radical, what this project is, represents, and does, that is clickbaity and will get people to click. Because I can't write a clickbait title to save my life. That's not something I'm good at. I mean, we've all seen my writing style, right? I love my writing style, but it's clickbait. It is not, right? The origins of and problems with modern policing is not clickbait, right? Like, so, you know, that's, I don't speak that language. So help a brother out then if you've got the suggestion, because I got nothing for it. And Caboose and I are going to work on the thumbnails. Personally, Caboose, I really like the image, my profile photo off of like my website that you used. The sort of the uncertain questioning look. I really like that one. So like, you know, if we can find a way to use that a fair amount. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know, Zippy. I don't know if it's good or not. Let me get... Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Where's my media? Where's my media? It's not a transparent image, though. That's the thing. Let's see. Profiles and headshots. Oh, no, it is. It is. All right. All right. All right. All right. I can get you a fucking high quality one, Caboose. It's grayscale though. Know that. Save image, desktop, PNG gray tone. Because of the theming on my website, that photo is actually a fucking gray toned photo. I'm gonna send you that right now, Caboose, so you have it just while I'm thinking about it rather than later. What the fuck are you in my list? There we go. Third from the top. You were third from the top. Also, here's the PR letters in a very high resolution. If you want them without the background, without the black background, let me know. I can crank those out for you as well. Anarchist Tony Hawk destroys libs. Let's see. Fucking file, recent, PR letters, AF photo. There we go. And kill the background. There we go. 1,000 by 1,000. And yeah, replace it. There you go. There's a transparent letters. So there's a profile photo of me, Caboose, as well as the Proudly Radical letters as a transparent PNG at like a very high resolution. So yeah, that should be high enough res on both of those to be usable for any sort of purposes. Oh, let's see. Cute queer anarchist online talks lad putts and the dumbest man alive. Yep. Fucking Amara says he's gonna go check out the live streams. I'll come back soon. Yeah, I like I said, I don't speak that language. I don't know that stuff. I don't know how to make fucking clickbaity fucking thumbnails. I don't pay any attention to that shit. Like, it doesn't even stick in my brain. So I'm going to need assistance. Like, if we're going to make this work, if we're going to spread anarchistic praxis on YouTube, I need help, right? Like, I was fine doing most of the heavy lifting as far as intellectual theory, fucking getting the show running and gear and God knows what else. But if we're going to make this work on YouTube, then I'm going to need assistance, because it's not as easy to be found on YouTube as it is Twitch. And until I hear back from Twitch, I don't even, the Twitch page, the Twitch channel is dead. Get six pack abs instantly. Also, fuck Putin. What's up, Red Moon? Do I know you from prior, or are you Twitch/Discord, Red Moon, or have you just wandered in from YouTube? Because I actually need to know this, Red Moon. I actually, for purposes of reasons, I actually do kind of need to know that. All right, so I think we've exhausted headlines and we've done a little fucking housekeeping as far as the show goes. So we'll move on from that. I think, Jesus Christ, what was that sitting on? All right, so the education of the organizer is a pretty, if I remember correctly, it's a pretty big chapter, actually. No, not that huge. Okay. It's Kvass. That's a Kvass, a cat pick. Oh, okay. Sorry. Ancient YouTube's account. I told you in a DM on Discord. All right, so let's do education of the organizer. Well, it's because he's not banned on YouTube. None of my, what do you think you think I fucking kept a list of the fucking YouTube stuff, the Twitch stuff, right? All right, let's do reading, education of organizer, communication. How big is communication? Communication's kind of big. All right. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Just behave yourself, my man. Just behave yourself. That's all I ask. I'm willing to forgive and forget and move on and forward and up and onward and all of that fucking pragmatic bullshit. Just behave yourself. That's all I ask. All right. Let's get some Saul Alinsky read. I'm going to start over anyway. Look, we're having to start over on YouTube. Fucking Sven can get a do-over as well. Don't make me fucking regret it. That's all I ask. All right. It's been a minute since I've done a reading. We need to add to the playlist. Y'all ready, right? Y'all are good with this. You guys are always good with me fucking doing a reading. Besides, it's content. It's content. All right, do it this way. Oh, actually, hang on. Give me 1 second. Zippy, there are no alerts. I don't have to turn anything off. There's no alerts for me to turn off, Zippy. It is merely go. Okay. You cannot redeem has at this time. You can, yeah, you can't do any of that. And now I can just disable all of the, like, the command structure by one click. He's not gone. You guys just aren't in control of him anymore. That's all. So yeah, I can one click the fucking command structure. So like if you guys try like exclamation Breen right now, it shouldn't do anything. Because we tested this yesterday. We tested some of the new command structures because now there's no channel point redemptions. It is purely command structure. So if you guys know the commands, you can cue it off. And one of them is exclamation Breen. But yeah. So, all right, here we go. Dude, Twitch took a lot from us, actually. Twitch took a lot from us. Don't forget. All right. The education of an organizer. The building of many mass power organizations to merge into a national popular power force cannot come without many organizers. Since organizations are, wait, hold on. We're going to fucking, no. We're going to start this over again. Hang on. We're going to start this over again. Video. This one. All right. What is Amorous? Add live and do something simpler. Live, anarchist news and theory. Add keywords to descriptions. Well, the keywords are already there. So hang on. I will adjust. What's up, Levelhead? Live. Anarchist news and theory. Politics. Okay. Tweaked. Amorous. Okay. Amorous, duly noted. On that second note. What's up, Level? It will teach me and we'll figure it out eventually. And then the thumbnails, Caboose and I will be working on behind the scenes. Level, indefinite suspension. So at this point, consider it, rad. Until new faces start showing up, Rad, I consider this a failure. So, my method of praxis requires conversational interaction with uneducated, unenlightened non-anarchists, right? So I have to have new faces on the regular. And Twitch makes that easy. YouTube makes that difficult. And so everything else, okay, so there's two things. Discoverability and message limit count are my only two complaints about YouTube. Everything else I'm fine with. Thank you, Amorous. Thank you kindly. I appreciate that, actually, my man. So, I prefer streaming on YouTube if it weren't for the lack of discoverability and the character limitation on messages. Outside of that, YouTube is a superior streaming platform. They are. The functional limitations that Twitch puts in place for partner levels and shit like that for streaming quality, and compression algorithms and transcoding algorithms, all of that sort of stuff is superior on YouTube. Of stream availability, buffering issues, all of that's better on YouTube. Analytics is miles superior on YouTube. You should see the analytics you get behind a YouTube live stream. It's insane. Level, yeah, we're working on that level. We're working on that. But remind me, and thank you for the reminder. I need to be told this stuff. I need to be reminded of this stuff. So yeah, YouTube is superior, and also I get to say retard. I know it's small victories, and it may seem like Kai's leaning into it a little heavy, but I get to actually look. I'm sorry. When talking about somebody like Donald Trump, I just want to say he's fucking retarded sometimes, and I don't want to get TOS'd for it, which on Twitch is a possibility. Twitch, that's a community guideline issue, and you can get reported for that. On YouTube, they don't give two shits. YouTube is actually less restrictive on their content, their TOS community guidelines, despite the fact that most people have the perception that it's more restrictive. It's actually less restrictive. Twitch is highly restrictive when it comes to any sort of coverage of sensitive topics. So yeah, I prefer streaming on YouTube, but again, only with two caveats. The fact that Twitch makes discoverability super simple. Anybody can just get off to the races on Twitch. What's up, Astral? Whereas on YouTube, it's, dude, you're just buried. Good luck. Good luck. Nobody's going to find you. Nobody's going to find you. So yeah, that's a huge issue. And until we address that, both as a community and I myself as an individual creator, it's tenuous at best. So yeah. Yeah, Twitch is seriously, which reminds me of Scott's rant that YouTube was limiting his speech. God, if you get slapped on YouTube, you got it coming. Oh, level YouTube video. Yeah. Well, Astral politics is an effective category for that. But yeah, so, and yeah, the raid thing is potent. The raid thing is potent. It does get the word out there pretty effectively. The raid thing is very powerful. Oh, fuck that. R slur my ass. If you say idiot or moron in your day-to-day life, you're using the exact same slur as retard. Calm down. Also bad, by the way. I got this one from Radhom. If you say bad, you're homophobic. Yeah. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Credit to Radhom for enlightening me on that one. That's a hilarious argument. The etymological origins of bad actually involve a dainty, effeminate male. It was an insult towards gay dudes. Yeah. So if you say idiot, if you say moron, if you say bad, all right, idiot and moron are ableist, and bad is homophobic, maybe even transphobic. So calm down with the slur thing. It's fucking, dude, people need to get over them fucking selves. Caboose, I'm doing my daily pass out of R slur passes. Passing out of R slur passes. I'm autistic, so I'm allowed to do this. And feel free to say fag. Like I don't know how YouTube feels about it, but I don't care. And I think it's a demonetization issue more than anything else. And all of my videos and streams are marked not for children, nobody under 18. So already monetization is weird on my channel anyway, even if I were to be able to monetize. So it's not really an issue. As long as we don't get community strikes, like guideline strikes, this channel doesn't even get affected. And so we've effectively have reclaimed a portion of our freedom of speech on Twitch, coming from on YouTube, coming from Twitch. So yeah, like that's zippy. Unfortunately, we under capitalism, so I'll be charging for passes. Yeah. So it is. There's a lot of difference. There's some good, some bad. Yeah, YouTube does a 3-strike rule and then an appeal system that actually has like people behind the appeal system that you can like talk to and stuff. It's, dude, seriously, like it's so much better on YouTube for that sort of thing. Fucking Twitch has no idea what they're doing. React content could be useful to grow an audience. For Twos, we've discussed React content, especially stealing from Twitchers. Twitch streamers can't show clips of me reacting. You can't have me on your air as a Twitch streamer. Anybody who's carrying an indefinite suspension, anybody who's carrying a suspension, but especially an indefinite suspension, anybody who carries a suspension on Twitch is persona non grata. You cannot show me on your air. You can't play clips of me. So if I do React content to Twitch content, I basically have a shield to those motherfuckers. So yeah, we've discussed that as well. So yeah, it is most assuredly some, there's some avenues that we can take. We're going to get I want to get the thumbnails sorted out. I want to get the titling sorted out. I want to sort of get YouTube felt out a little bit as a streaming platform. I want to get some of the hiccups. I want to get some of the programming back. Like the Leorin board because when I changed from Twitch to YouTube, I had to upgrade Leorin board to Leorin board 2. Oh, Astral. Dude, fucking Astral. You want to catch a Vosh ban? Like, that's, dude, I wouldn't tempt it. I would not tempt it. And I'm willing to report you. So, like, that's, yeah. Oh, Dankula's not that bad. He's not that bad. He used to be worse. Now he's basically doing his Mad Lad things all the time. Like, all he does is Mad Lads mostly these days. And it's fucking hilarious. Dude, those Mad Lad videos are funny as fuck and cover some really interesting people. And occasionally he interjects some shit that you can tell there's some bias going on there and you could get some libertarian sensibilities. But really, at the end of the day, dude, the Mad Lad videos are fucking good. Anybody who says differently is fucking coping. Oh, Jacula, not Dankula, but still works. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, there's far worse people we're willing to put up with. Dude. So yeah, there's sort of, so there you go. There's the catch up Rad and the whoever else came in, like Level, and who had questions. There's the catch up. I'm going to do some theory reading. We're going to get a segment in the can. I want to finish. I mean, we're that far through Rules for Radicals. I'd like to get a complete reading of Rules for Radicals done so we have it. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, like you have to, dude, you have to like and fucking subscribe and share. Either get Vanced on Android, Sven, or fucking get premium on iOS. That's about your only option. Or jailbreak your iOS and then go from there. See, except Rad, nobody could be clinically described by that term. Nobody could be clinically described by retard, because no clinician would describe someone as retard today. The euphemism treadmill's turned on that one. It's not a clinically defined term anymore. No one, not a single clinician in the world would use that term to clinically describe someone. So it doesn't matter. All it is a pejorative now. That's its only role is as a pejorative. It has no medical call whatsoever. So if it is a pejorative, then it's up to us to define how it is. Like it's who would use it for it's somebody who has mental developmental disability issues, right? Like that. Don't be a douche, right? Like don't be a fucking asshole. But you know what? If you want to call fucking Trump a retard, holy shit, that works. that fucking works. Right? Like Devin Nunes, that's a fucking retard. He sued a fake cow on Twitter like 5 times. Holy shit, man. That's some dumbass shit. Right? Like use it appropriately. And that's the contextual usage of terminology that I advocate for, right? Know what you're saying, know the history behind it, know how to use it properly, and don't use it indiscriminately. It's not a medical term anymore. So it doesn't really matter as far as I'm concerned in my eyes. Level, it is. If you're on YouTube mobile, the delay will be minimal. You tend to substitute backward. It's an interesting euphemistic treadmill turn for twos. That's an interesting one. All right. I need to get this done. as much as I would love to discuss the nuances of the euphemistic treadmill vis-a-vis developmental disability slurs for the rest of the night, I want to be able to get some of these segments in the can, so forgive me. I need to work on this. Oh, it's a good idea. Red, if you're here at the end, remind me, please and thank you. If you're not distant, somebody else take up the mantle. But somebody remind me to do a fucking schedule plug. Probably at the beginning and the end of the stream. Either way, good idea, Red. Good idea. Thank you. All right, here we go. Oh, itch. Oh, for those of you who don't know, look, and if anybody, nobody knews coming in, but if anybody asks, it's Rules for Radicals. It's Saul Alinsky, for the love of God. Just because somebody's going to ask. Somebody's going to fucking 3 minutes into this, one of y'all is going to ask, what's he reading from? It's Rules for Radicals by Saul Alinsky. Why haven't all of you read this book already? Been yelling at you for fucking years now. Read the damn book. Anyway, here we go. The education of an organizer. The building of many mass power organizations to merge into a national popular power force cannot come without many organizers. Since organizations are created in large part by the organizer, we must find out what creates the organizer. This has been the major problem in my years of organizational experience, the finding of potential organizers and their trainings. For the past 2 years, I've had a special training school for organizers with a full-time 15-month program. Its students have ranged from middle-class women activists to Catholic priests and Protestant ministers of all denominations, from militant Indians to Chicanos to Puerto Ricans to blacks from all over the part of the black power spectrum, from Panthers to radical philosophers, from a variety of campus activists, SDS, and others, to a priest who is joining a revolutionary party in South America. Geographically, they've come from campuses and Jesuit seminaries in Boston to Chicanos from tiny Texas towns, middle-class people from Chicago and Hartford and Seattle and almost every place in between. An increased number of students come from Canada, from the indigenous of the Northwest to the middle class of the maritime provinces. For years before the formal school was begun, I spent most of my time on the education as an organizer of every member of my staff. The education of an organizer requires frequent, long conferences on organizational problems, analysis of power patterns, communication, conflict tactics, the education and development of community leaders, and the methods of introduction of new issues. In these discussions, we have found ourselves dealing with quite a range of issues. Internal problems of a clique in Los Angeles organizations out to rid of its organizers, a tree-selling fundraising fiasco in San Jose and why it failed, a massive voter registration drive in a Chicago protest which was being delayed in getting started, a group in Rochester, New York, attacking the organizer so that they could get their hot hands on the funds earmarked for their organization, and so on and so forth. Always the potential organizer's personal experience was used as the basis for teaching. Always after the problem was solved, there would be a long session in which a post-mortem would dissect the specifics and then stitch them into a synthesis, a body of concepts. All experiences are significant only insofar as they're related to and illuminating a central concept. History does not repeat specific situations. If any of the examples in these pages are read isolated from the general concept, they will be nothing more than a series of anecdotes. Everything became a learning experience. Frequently, personal domestic hang-ups were a part of the conferences. An organizer's working schedule is so continuous that time is meaningless. Meetings and caucuses drag endlessly into the early morning hours. Any schedule is marked by constant, unexpected, unscheduled meetings. Work pursues an organizer into his or her home so that either he or she is on the phone or that there are people dropping by near continuously. Further, the tensions, the hours, the home situation, the opportunities do not argue for fidelity. Also, with the rare exception, I have not known really competent organizers who are concerned about celibacy. Here and there are wives and husbands, or those in love relationships who understand and are committed to the work, but are really real sources for strength to the organizer. Besides the full-timers, there were the community leaders whom we trained on the job to be organizers. Organizers who are not only essential to start and build an organization, but they're also essential to keep it going. Maintaining interest and activity, keeping the group's goals strong and flexible at once in a different operation, but still organization. As I look back on the results of those years, they seem to be a potpourri with which I would judge more failures than successes. Here and there are organizers who are outstanding in their chosen fields and are featured by the press as my trained protégés. But to me, the overall record has been unpromising. Those out of their local communities who were trained on the job achieved certain levels and were at the end of their line. If one thinks of an organizer as a highly imaginative and creative architect and engineer, then the best we've been able to train on the job were skilled plumbers, electricians, and carpenters, all essential to the building and maintenance of their community structure, but incapable of going elsewhere to design and execute a new structure in a new community. Then there are the others who learn to be outstanding organizers, in particular kinds of communities with particular ethnic groups, but in a different scene with different ethnic groups couldn't organize their way out of a paper bag. Then there were those rare campus activists who could organize a substantial number of students, but they were utter failures when it came to trying to communicate with and organize lower middle class workers. Labor union organizers turned out to be poor community organizers. Their experiences was tied to a pattern of fixed points, whether it was a definitive demand on wages, pensions, vacation periods, or other working conditions, and all of this was anchored into particular contract dates. Once the issues were settled and the contract signed, the years before the next contract negotiation held only grievance meetings about charges on contract violations by either side. Mass organization is a different animal. It is not housebroken. There are no fixed chronological points or definite issues. The demand is always changing. The situation is fluid and ever shifting, and many of the goals are not in concrete terms of dollars and hours, but are psychological and constantly changing, like such stuff as dreams are made of. I've seen labor organizers almost out of their minds from the community organizational scene. When labor leaders have talked about organizing the poor, their talk has been based on nostalgia, a wistful look back to the labor organizers of the CIO, through the Great Depression of the 30s. Those labor organizers, Powers Hapgood, Henry Johnson, Lee Pressman, for instance, were primarily middle-class revolutionary activists to whom the CIO labor organizing drive was just one of many activities. The agendas of those labor union mass meetings were 10% on the specific problems of the union and 90% speakers on the conditions and needs of the Southern Okies, the Spanish Civil War, and the International Brigade, raising funds for blacks who were on trial in some southern state, demanding higher relief for the unemployed, denouncing police brutality, raising funds for anti-Nazi organizations, demanding an end to American sales of scrap iron to the Japanese military complex, and on and on. They were radicals, and they were good at their job. They organized vast sectors of middle-class America in support of their programs, but they're gone now. And any semblance between them and the present professional labor organizer is in title only. Among the organizers I trained and failed with, there were some who memorized the words and then the related experiences and concepts. Listening to them like listening to a tape playing back my presentation word for word. Clearly, there was little understanding. Clearly, they could not do more than elementary organization. The problem with so many of them was and is their failure to understand that a statement of a specific situation is significant only in its relationship to and its illumination of a general concept. Instead, they see the specific actions as a terminal point. They find it difficult to grasp the fact that no situation ever repeats itself, that no tactic can be precisely the same. Then there were those who had trained in schools of social work to become community organizers. Community Organization 101, 102, and 103. They had done field work and acquired even a specialized vocabulary. They called it CO, which to us means conscientious objector, or community org, which to us evokes a huge Freudian fantasy. Basically, the difference between their goals and ours is that they organized to get rid of four-legged rats and stop there. We organized to get rid of four-legged rats so that we can get on to removing two-legged rats. Among those who, disillusioned, reject the formalized garbage they learned in school, the odds are heavily against their developing into effective organizers. One reason is that despite the verbal denunciations of their past training, there's a strong subconscious block against repudiating 2 to 3 years of life spent in this training, as well as the financial cost of these courses, of course. Through these years, I have constantly tried to search out reasons for our failures, as well as our occasional successes in training organizers. Our teaching methods, those of others, our personal competency for teaching, and improvised new teaching approaches have and are being examined. Our own self-criticism is far more rigorous than that of our most bitter critics. All of us have faults. I know that in a community working as an organizer, I have unlimited patience in talking to and listening to the local residents. Any organizer must have this patience. But among my faults is that in a teaching position, at the training institute or at the conferences, I become an intellectual snob with unimaginative, limited students, impatient, bored, and inexcusably rude. I've improvised teaching approaches. For example, knowing that one can only communicate and understand in terms of one's experience, we had to construct experience for our students. Most people do not accumulate a body of experience. Most people go through life undergoing a series of happenings, which pass through their system undigested. Happenings become experiences when they're digested, when they're reflected upon, related to general patterns, and synthesized. There's meaning to that cliche we learn from our experience. Our job was to shovel those happenings back into the student's system so he could digest them into experience. During a seminar, I would say, life is the expectation of the unexpected. The things you worry about rarely happen. Something new, the unexpected, will usually come in from outside the ballpark. You're all nodding as if you understand, but you really don't. What I've said are just words to you. I want you to go to your private cubbyholes and think for the next 4 hours. Try to remember all the things you worried about during the last years and whether they ever happened or what did happen. And then we'll talk about it. At the next session, the students' reactions were excited. Hey, you're right. Only 1 out of 8 big worries I've ever had happened. And even then, that one was different from the way I worried about it. I understand what you mean. And he did. While the experience of trying to educate organizers has been nowhere so successful as I'd hoped, there was a great deal of education for me and my associates. We were constantly in a state of self-examination. First, we learned what the qualities of an ideal organizer are. And second, we were confronted with a basic question: whether it was possible to teach or educate for the achieving of these qualities. The area of expertise and communication is fundamental to an organizer. An organizer can communicate only within the areas of expertise of their audience. Otherwise, there is no communication. The organizer, in their constant hunt for patterns, universalities, and meanings, is always building up a body of experience. Through their imagination, They're constantly moving in on the happenings of others, identifying with them, and extracting their happenings into their own mental digestive system, and thereby accumulating more experience. It's essential for communication that they know of their experiences. Since one can communicate only through the experiences of the other, it becomes clear that the organizer begins to develop an abnormally large body of experience. They learn the local legends, anecdotes, values, idioms. They listen to small talk. They refrain from rhetoric foreign to the local culture. He knows that worn-out words like white racist, fascist pig, and motherfucker have been so spewed that using them is now within the negative experience of the local people, serving only to identify the speaker as one of those, and to turn off any further communication. And yet the organizer must not try to fake it. They must be themselves. I remember a first meeting with the Mexican-American leaders in a California barrio where they served me a special Mexican dinner. When we were halfway through, I put down my knife and fork saying, "My God, do you eat this stuff because you like it or because you have to? I think it's as lousy as the Jewish kosher crap I had to eat as a kid." There was a moment of shocked silence, and then everybody roared. Suddenly, barriers began to come down as they all began talking and laughing. They were so accustomed to the Anglo who would rave about the beauty of Mexican food, even though they knew it was killing him. The Anglo who had memorized a few Spanish phrases and the inevitable hasta la vista, that it was a refreshingly honest experience to them. The incident became a legend to many, and you would hear them say, for instance, "He has as much use for that guy as Zelensky has for Mexican food." A number of Mexican Americans present confessed that they only ate some of those dishes when they entertained an Anglo. The same faking goes on with whites on certain items of black soul food. Chitlins. There's a difference between honesty and rude disrespect of another's tradition. The organizer will err far less by being himself than by engaging in professional techniques when the people really know better. It shows respect for people to be honest, as in the Mexican dinner episode. They're being treated as people and not guinea pigs being techniqued. It's most important that this action be understood in context. Prior to my remark, there had been a warm personal discussion of the problems of the people. They knew not only of my concern about their plight, but that I liked them as people. I felt their response in friendship, and we were together. It's in this totality of the situation that I did what I did. Otherwise, it would have been offensive. The qualities we were trying to develop in organizers in the years of attempting to train them included some qualities that in all probability probably cannot be taught. They either had them or they could get them only through a miracle from above or below. Other qualities they might have as potentials that could be developed. Sometimes the development of one quality triggered off unsuspected ones. I learned to check against the list and spot the negatives, and if it was impossible to develop that quality, at least I could be aware and on guard to try and diminish its negative effect upon the work. Here is the list of the ideal elements of an organizer. The items one look for in identifying potential organizers and in appraising the future possibilities of new organizers, and the pivot points of any kind of educational curricula for organizers. Certainly, it is an idealized list. I doubt that such qualities in such intensity ever come together in one man or woman, yet the best of organizers should have them all, to some extent, and any organizer needs at least a degree of each. Curiosity. What makes an organizer organize? He's driven by a compulsive curiosity that knows no limits. Warning cliches such as "curiosity killed a cat" are meaningless to them. For life, for them, is a search for a pattern, for similarities in seeming differences, for differences in seeming similarities, for an order in the chaos about us, and for a meaning to the life around them and its relationship to their own life, and the search shall never end. They go forth with the question as their mark and suspect that there are no answers, only further questions. The organizer becomes a carrier of the contagion of curiosity. For a people asking why are beginning to rebel. The questioning of the hitherto accepted ways and values is the Reformation stage that precedes and is so essential to the revolution. Here, I couldn't disagree more with Freud. In a letter to Marie Bonaparte, he said, "The moment a man questions the meaning and value of life, he is sick." If there is somewhere an answer about life, I suspect that the key to it is finding the core question. Actually, Socrates was an organizer. The function of an organizer is to raise questions that agitate, that break through the accepted patterns. Socrates, with his goal of know thyself, was raising the internal questions within the individual that are so essential for the revolution, which is external to the individual. So Socrates was carrying out the first stage of making revolutionaries. If he had been permitted to continue raising questions about the meaning of life, to examine life and refuse the conventional values, the internal revolution would soon have moved out into the political arena. Those who tried him and sentenced him to death knew what they were doing. Irreverence. Curiosity and irreverence go together. Curiosity cannot exist without the other. Curiosity asks, is this true? Just because this has always been the way it is it the best or right way of life? The best or right religion? Political or an economic value? Morality? To the questioner, nothing is sacred. They detest dogma, defy any finite definition of morality, rebel against any repression of a free, open search for ideas, no matter where they may lead. They are challenging, insulting, agitating, discrediting. The organizer stirs unrest. As with all life, this is a paradox, for their irreverence is rooted in deep reverence for the enigma of life, and an incessant search for its meaning. It could be argued that reverence for others, for their freedom from injustice, from poverty, from ignorance, from exploitation, discrimination, disease, war, hate, and fear is not a necessary quality in a successful organizer. All I can say is that such reverence is a quality I would have to see in anyone I would undertake to teach. Imagination. Imagination is the inevitable partner of irreverence and curiosity. How can one be curious without being imaginative? According to Webster's Unabridged, imagination is the mental synthesis of new ideas from elements experienced separately. The broader meaning starts with the notion of mental imaging of things suggested but not previously experienced, and thence expands to ideas of mental creation and poetic idealization, creative imagination. To the organizer, imagination is not only all this, but something deeper. It's the dynamism that starts and sustains them in their whole life of action as an organizer. It ignites and feeds the force that drives them to organize for change. There was a time when I believed that the basic qualities that an organizer needed was a deep sense of anger against injustice, and that this was the prime motivation that kept them going. I now know that this is something else. This abnormal imagination that sweeps them into a close identification with mankind and projects them into plight. They suffer with them and become angry at the injustice and begin to organize the rebellion. Clarence Darrow put it on more of a self-interested basis. Quote, "I had a vivid imagination. Not only could I put myself in the other person's place, but I couldn't avoid doing so. My sympathies always went out to the weak, the suffering, and the poor. Realizing their sorrows, I tried to relieve them in order that I might myself be relieved." Imagination is not only the fuel for the force that keeps organizers organizing, it's also the basis for effective tactics and action. The organizer knows that the real action is in the reaction of the opposition. To realistically appraise and anticipate the probable reactions of the enemy, they must be able to identify with them, too, in their imagination and foresee their reactions in their actions. A sense of humor. Back to Webster's Unabridged. Humor is defined as the mental faculty of discovering, expressing, or appreciating ludicrous or absurdly incongruous elements in ideas, situations, happenings, or acts, or a changing and uncertain state of mind. The organizer, searching with a free and open mind, void of certainty, hating dogma, finds laughter not just as a way to maintain their sanity, but also a key to understanding life. Essentially, life is a tragedy, and the converse of tragedy is comedy. One can change a few lines in any Greek tragedy and it becomes a comedy, and vice versa. Knowing that contradictions are the signposts of progress, he is ever on the alert for contradictions. A sense of humor helps an organizer identify and make sense out of them. Humor is essential to a successful tactician, for the most potent weapon known to mankind is satire and ridicule. A sense of humor enables an organizer to maintain their perspective and see themselves for what they really are, a bit of dust that burns for a fleeting second. A sense of humor is incompatible with the complete acceptance of any dogma, any religious, political, or economic prescription for salvation. It synthesizes with curiosity, irreverence, and imagination. The organizer has a personal identity of their own that cannot be lost by absorption or acceptance of any kind of group, discipline, or organization. I now begin to understand what I stated somewhat intuitively in Réveillé for Radicals almost 20 years ago. The organizer, in order to be a part of all, can be a part of none. A bit of a blurred vision of a better world. Much of an organizer's daily work is detailed, repetitive, and deadly in its monotony. In the totality of things, he is engaged in one small bit. It is though, as an artist, he is painting a tiny leaf. It is inevitable that sooner or later they'll react with, "What am I doing? Spending my whole life just painting one little leaf. The hell with it, I quit." What keeps them going is a blurred vision of a great mural where other artists, organizers, are painting their bits, and each piece is essential to the total. An organized personality. The organizer must be well organized themselves so that they can be comfortable in a disorganized situation, rational in a sea of irrationalities. It is vital that they be able to accept and work with irrationalities for the purpose of change. With very rare exceptions, the right things are done for the wrong reasons. It's futile to demand that men do the right thing for the right reasons. This is a fight with a windmill. The organizer should know and accept that the right reason is only introduced as a moral rationalization after the right end has been achieved, although it may have been achieved for the wrong reasons. Therefore, they should search for and use the wrong reasons to achieve the right goals. They should be able, with skills and calculation, to use irrationality in their attempts to progress towards a rational world. For a variety of reasons, the organizer must develop multiple issues. First, a wide-based membership can only be built on many issues. When we're building our organizations in the back of the yards, the Polish Roman Catholic churches in Chicago joined us because they were concerned about the expanding power of the Irish Roman Catholic churches. The Packing House Workers Union was with us, so their rival unions joined, trying to counteract the potential membership and power pickup. We didn't, of course, care why they joined us. We just knew we'd be better off if they did. The organizer recognizes that each person or block has a hierarchy of values. For instance, let us assume that we're in a ghetto community where everyone is for civil rights. Black man there had bought a small house when the neighborhood was first changing, and he wound up paying a highly inflated price, more than 4 times the value of the property. Everything he owns is tied to that house. Urban renewal now is threatening to come in and take it on the basis of a value appraisal according to their criteria, which would be less than 1/4 of his financial commitment. He's desperately trying to save his own small economic world. Civil rights would get him to a meeting once a month. Maybe he'd sign some petitions and maybe he'd give $1 here and there, but on a fight against urban renewal's threat to wipe out his property, he'd be there at meetings every night. Next door to him is a woman who's renting. She's not concerned about urban renewal. She has 3 small girls, and her major worry is the drug pushers and pimps that infest the neighborhood and threaten the future of her children. She is for civil rights too, but she's more concerned about a community free of pimps and drug pushers, and she wants better schools for her children. Those are her number 1 priorities. Next door to her is a family on welfare. Their number 1 priority is more money. Across the street, there's a family who can be described as the working poor, struggling to get along on their drastically limited budget. To them, consumer prices and local merchants gouging are the number 1 priorities. Any tenant of a slumlord living along rats and cockroaches will quickly tell you that their number 1 priority is, and so it goes. In a multiple issue organization, each person is saying to the other, I can't get what I want alone, and neither can you. Let's make a deal. I'll support you for what you want, and you support me for what I want. Those deals become the program. Not only does a single or even a dual issue organization condemn you to a small organization, it's axiomatic that a single issue organization won't last. An organization needs action as an individual needs oxygen. With only 1 or 2 issues, there will certainly be a lapse of action, and then comes death. Multiple issues means constant action and life. An organizer must become sensitive to everything that is happening around them. They're always learning, every incident teaching something. They notice when a bus has only a few empty seats. The crowd trying to get on will push and shove. If there's many empty seats, the crowd will be courteous and considerate. And they muse that in a world of opportunities for all, there would be a change in human behavior for the good. In their constant examination of life and of themselves, they find themselves becoming more and more of an organized personality. A well-integrated political schizoid. The organizer must become schizoid, politically speaking, in order to not slip into becoming a true believer. Before men can act, an issue must be polarized. Men will act when they are convinced that their cause is 100% on the side of the angels and that the opposition are 100% on the side of the devil. He knows that there can be no action until issues are polarized to this degree. I've already discussed an example in the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Particulars that conspicuously omitted all of the advantages the colonies gained from the British and cited only the disadvantages. What I'm saying is that the organizer must be able to split themselves into 2 parts. One part in the arena of action when they polarize the issue to 100 to nothing and helps to lead their forces into conflict, while the other part knows that when the time comes for negotiations, it's really only 10% difference. And yet both parts have to live comfortably with each other. Only a well-organized person can split and yet stay together. But this is what the organizer must do. Ego. Throughout these desired qualities is an interwoven, strong ego. One might describe as monumental in terms of solidity. Here we're using the word ego as discussed in the previous chapter, clearly differentiated from egotism. Ego is unreserved confidence in one's ability to do what that must be done. An organizer must accept without fear or worry that the odds are always against them. Having this kind of ego, that makes them a doer, and they do. The thought of copping out never stays with them for more than a fleeting moment. Life is action. A free and open mind and political relativity. The organizer in their way of life, with their curiosity, irreverence, imagination, sense of humor, distrust of dogma, and self-organization, with an understanding of irrationality of much of human behavior, becomes a flexible personality, not a rigid structure that breaks when something unexpected happens. Having their own identity, they have no need for the security of an ideology or a panacea. They know that life is a quest for uncertainty, and the only certain fact of life is uncertainty, and they can live with it. It knows that all values are relative in a world of political relativity. Because of these qualities, they're unlikely to disintegrate into cynicism and disillusionment, for he does not depend on illusion. Finally, the organizer is constantly creating the new out of the old. They know that all new ideas arise from conflict, and that every time man has had a new idea, it's been a challenge to the sacred ideas of the past and the present, and inevitably a conflict rages. Curiosity, irreverence, imagination, sense of humor, a free and open mind, an acceptance of the relativity of values and of the uncertainty of life, all inevitably fuse into a kind of person whose greatest joy is creation. They conceive of creation as the very essence of the meaning of life. In their constant striving for the new, they find that they can't endure what is repetitive and unchanging. For them, hell would be doing the same thing over and over again. This is the basic difference between the leader and the organizer. The leader goes on to build power, to fulfill their desires, to hold and wield the power for purposes both social and personal. They want power themselves. The organizer finds their goal in creation of power for others to use. These qualities are present in any free creative person, whether an educator or in the arts or in any part of life. In Adam Smith's The Money Game, the characteristics of the desirable fund manager are described. It's personal intuition, sensing patterns of behavior. There's always something unknown, undiscerned. You can't just graduate an analyst into managing funds. What is it the good managers have? It's a kind of locked-in concentration, an intuition, a feel, nothing that can be schooled. The first thing you have to know is yourself. A man who knows himself can step outside himself and watch his own reactions like an observer. One would think that this is the description of an organizer, but in everything creative, whether it's organizing a mutual fund or a mutual society, one is on the hunt for these qualities. One becomes an organizer instead of something else. Why one becomes that organizer is, I suspect, due to a difference of degree of intensity of specific elements or relationship between them, or an accident. All right, another chapter down. We're basically halfway there. We're just short. Next chapter would put us halfway there. What's up, Boy Meets Minnie? Thanks for stopping by. The house got a little smaller. You know, the channel got a little smaller. We're having to reset some stuff. We're having to deal with some stuff. Having to do some stuff. Whoa, living on a prayer. I like Bon Jovi. I really do. He's a good guy too. He's got a like pay whatever you feel kind of restaurant that he runs, and he works like the dish pit and shit. Dude, he's actually a really cool guy. So how many pages is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-ish. Do I feel like I want to go for it? My throat's getting a little rough. Yeah, oh yeah, fucking here. Let me take a minute here. Really? There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. So this is Soul Kitchen. This is John Bon Jovi's restaurant where you can pick up food. You can pay whatever you feel like paying. If you are hard up for cash, if you are homeless, there is no questions asked. You go in, you order your food, and you walk away with your food. There's no expectation of payment whatsoever. But if you can pay more, if you can pay for your food, pay for your food. But pay what you feel is a fair amount. And if you want to give to this enterprise, you can pay for 3, 5, 12 meals. It doesn't matter. But on the left there, that gray-haired, silver-haired man working the dish pit is John Bon Jovi. That's who that is. That's fucking... that's him working the fucking line. That's what he does in his downtime, is work the line. He quite enjoys giving back in his restaurant. You know, that guy. Right? Like entire stadium concerts. Right? Like this dude is not like, for the youngins, you know, it's like, it's just some fucking old rocker. Yeah, who can sell out a fucking arena like it's nothing. Like John Bon Jovi can fucking put up numbers. He can sell out a 10,000 arena like that. No problem. And in his downtime, he likes to work a dish pit in a restaurant where you don't have to pay if you don't want, right? Like he's good people. I like John Bon Jovi. Yes, Jesus does the dishes. Yeah, it's an interesting, I like him. Fucking Sven. I think everybody knows how to make a Molotov. Cook, serve, delicious. Also Richie Sambora's killer on the guitar. Yes. The band is good, right? Like Bon Jovi, the band is fucking good. I mean, it's 80s rock, right? It's like fucking 80s like hair metal. It's like, you know, it's cheesy. It's ballad heavy. It's simple chord progression. It's not the world's most complex music, but you know what? It tastes good. It tastes good. Dude, fucking Bon Jovi songs are fun to rock out to. You get a stadium of 10,000 fucking people. Like just chanting and singing along to like living on a prayer. Dude. Yeah. Karens will abuse that. Well, I mean, fucking Viva. You just made the argument that Americans make against socialized healthcare. 100%. Well, people are going to abuse it. So what? Let's see.
So you want to gain more viewers on your...
Okay. I see Fortus. Thank you. I see. I'll give it a watch. So yeah, I have a real soft spot for fucking John Bon Jovi. I always have. I'm just gonna put an end to that conversation in chat. Can we not? Like, I don't know how far down that road y'all were gonna go, but can we not go much further than that? Just take the nearest exit, ditch out of that conversation, please and thank you. do I have? Hold on. Just gotta check something. Let's see. And we'll refresh that page. Come on. Okay, keep me logged in. Come on. Keep getting logged out of this fucking site. Are you fucking what time is it in London right now? What time is it in London? In London, England. 10 a.m. Holy shit. Yeah. I've gotten 4 messages from Londoners tonight. Just tonight alone. Wanting to hook up. Like, what the fuck is going on in London? Dude, London's hard up for it. London wants a piece. That's dude, 4 fucking dudes from London all hit me up on the same site. What's up? I don't you bit of distance to travel for a booty call? Yeah, I know, right? Like fucking, but it happens when you're in like international cities. When you live in like New York or Las Vegas or London or Singapore or Chicago or Los Angeles, people who travel internationally tend to, you know, look there. So, you know, I've had, it was a shame. It was in the middle of COVID. I had a boy who was at fucking, staying at like the Cosmopolitan. He wanted to hook up and he was in from London. No, he was in from England. And it was just in the middle of COVID. I'm like, this motherfucker flew into Vegas in the middle of COVID. Like, I ain't going anywhere near him. That motherfucker's contagious for sure. But he was hot. I still regret that one. That motherfucker was hot. I was looking at that like, God damn. COVID, really good looking dick. Who knows? So... yeah, it's a lot of people fucking visit Vegas. Like it's just common. So I get a lot of outer towners that hit me up. That's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty common for me. Bad people stop being hot challenge. He was good looking. He was a good looking dude. He ticked the boxes for me. Not everybody, not everybody sees the same thing. That reminds me, I need to fucking. I try and reply back to people. Like I just don't see. New message. Look, it's not difficult. I'm sorry. I know. It's just not. Now, like these days, I'm shopping. These days, I'm basically shopping. I'm not just looking for anything. I'm looking for specific things. I'm running a filter, as it were. Kaiser, perks of being gay, perks of looking. It's the 2 rules, right? Like first rule of dating: be good looking. It's just the truth, right? You don't have to be Hollywood hot. Just don't be ugly. And that's, if you can't pull off rule number 1, then rule number 2, be fit and or wealthy. That's it. It really, after that, it's all personality and putting yourself out there. Yeah. D-Gen. Yeah, it's all about personality and how you present yourself and how you put yourself out there and that sort of thing. Like after the first, 2 rules of dating, everything after that is just presentation. So, yeah, for 2s, listen, I don't like being called out like that. Can't. You know, truth hurts sometimes, I guess. Fortus, your personality alone, except, yeah, you gotta also at least take care of your looks. Like you do. You gotta put some effort into it. It just is. Kaiser, for everybody who didn't get to see Kaiser, we got to actually see Kaiser. We've seen photos of Kaiser before, but now we've actually got to see Kaiser. He fucking trimmed off that mane of hair and the fucking, oh, that terrible beard. I'm sorry, Kaiser. That beard was awful. But yeah, we got to see Kaiser in his glorious Hispanic self. Motherfucker looks like he's straight out of Oaxaca. Fucking Korean American, my ass. Kaiser's a secret Mexican immigrant. Don't let anybody fool you. This motherfucker came up from the southern border. He didn't come from Korea. I love you, Kaiser. I really do. I hope we get to hang out and smoke one day and fucking just chill. Fuck, it'll be so much fun. You and I could have some fun. But yeah, you know. Dating is all about location and presentation. The beard is still there. Well, it's trim. It was far less scraggly. You trimmed all that fucking stupid upper lip shit. So, you know, yeah. I'd hold you down and fucking just shave you. I'd be like, nope. You are not a fucking 15-year-old high school student trying to grow facial hair. Just get rid of this shit. Fucking pin you and just shave you. Promise. I'll get Kat to sit on you and then I'll shave your face for you. G'day. Fortus, I don't think I've seen your beard recently. Yeah, I don't think I've seen you recently. Fortus, welcome back, Zippy. Fortus, have you considered being gay? Like, I'm just saying that it makes it easier. Just like one time in Jesus camp. God, I missed out on Bible camp. God, I wish I had gone to Bible camp and wrestled in high school. Dude, this is my two fucking things. I wish I had wrestled in high school and I wish I had gone to Bible camp. Missed opportunities galore. Just stupid. If I woke up tomorrow and I were back in high school, the first thing I'd do is sign up for the wrestling team and join the weirdo Christians. That's the first thing I do. Yeah, I know. I think I'm too much into tits. It's on me, really. See, Fortus, if you just developed a taste for the penis, you'd be off to the races, my man. I'm telling you. It's so much easier. So much easier. It's like running your sex life on like God mode. It's like infinite ammo or some shit. It is quite literally a cheat code for your sex life, is being a gay male. It's I can't help you with your romantic life. Romantic things for gay dudes are just as fucked up as anybody else. But as far as getting your dick wet goes, it's a hell of a lot easier. And that's usually the first hurdle for people, is just getting over that weird physical sexual attraction shit. And then you're good, right? Then it's a matter of trauma bonding, right? You fuck, you lay there, you trauma bond, you share all the fucked up shit about yourself, and then you go on a proper date. Oh, interesting, Fortus. Okay. All right, you're in that camp. Okay. Well, that actually expands, dude. Fortus, you get yourself a femboy. They'll fucking, you know, how common are femboys in France? Dude, that does not seem like a French phenomenon. Does France have femboys? Is that a thing? French femboys. I bet France would be really good at femboys too. I bet a French femboy would be a fucking like top shelf femboy. That seems like something y'all would be really, really good at if you did it. But how common are femboys in fucking France? France is a femboy. Exactly. Beast. Fucking modern shaving. Fucking, you know. An approximation of Fertus's beard, in my opinion, says Che. Hang on. How did none of this get changed over? I toggled, they're all of these. Okay. Fuckers. Jesus Christ. All right, there we go. An approximation of Fertus's beard in Che's opinion. I mean, there's far worse people to remind somebody of than Brian Blessed. Brian fucking Blessed is the best voice. The best voice. Brian Blessed voice is the default voice. If Earth ever needs a narrator, Brian Blessed. It's that simple. If somebody's going to tell Earth's story to some sort of alien species, Brian Blessed. 100%. For the Americans who don't know who Brian Blessed is, I don't know what rock you've been living under, but get with it. The man is a goddamn international treasure. He's astounding. He's like an Arctic explorer, a philosopher, an author, a fucking just avant-garde, like personality unto his own right. He knows, dude, he's boxed the Dalai Lama. He knows the Queen and has a nickname for her. He travels anywhere and everywhere he pleases. The guy is a fucking living legend. He's literally just like, he's the dude, basically. He's been everywhere that's important. He knows everyone who's important. He's on like a nickname basis with royalty and shit. The guy's got the best voice on the planet. And he's like, yeah, if you don't know who Brian Blessed is, get with the fucking program. The guy is astounding. I feel like let's see. I feel like once you get to thin, depressed French people who are black, you're basically a femboy anyway. I've met some French femboys online before, so we do have confirmation. There are French femboys. Box the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama was an aficionado of boxing, and fucking Brian Blessed isn't dead. The Dalai Lama, the current Dalai Lama, is a fan of boxing, and had gloves and wanted to box Brian Blessed because Brian Blessed, amongst the 1,000 other things he is, was like a boxer in his day. He boxed, and the Dalai Lama wanted to box. And so Brian, he humored the Dalai Lama, His Holiness, right? He humored him and they put the gloves on and they did a little sparring, and, Brian took a couple of hits and, that sort of thing. But yeah, he did a little boxing sparring with the Dalai Lama because the Dalai Lama wanted to spar with Brian Blessed. The guy's he's got that kind of life that he's got stories. Like, he's got stories. Homie, he's got stories. No. Brian Blessed, 100%. I love Stephen Fry. Morgan Freeman is overplayed. And James Earl Jones is, it's never really, I get the voice. I get it. But I've never been on that one, on that team. He just, let's see.
Hello, I'm Brian Blessed, and welcome to this special webby. I'm so sorry, we'll never fucking finish. Here we go.
An extra one for my bollocks.
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Dude, big bollocks.
I thought I was going to lose my bollocks and cock.
And I won't have any of your bastards shooting a bloody polar bear.
Are you allowed to say fuck?
You fucking arseholes.
Oh, fuck. Fucking which fucking
The Queen said to me, you know, Mr. Blessed, the other week when you were on about 2 years ago, have I got news for you? You did say F-U-C-K 30 times, you know, but you didn't appear to swear. But of course, it's an Anglo-Saxon word, fuck. It means spreading of seed.
connect, you arsing John Bucket.
Okay, that's Brian Blessed talking about how the Queen of England was chastising him about saying fuck too many times on TV because she was watching him on TV. Who has that life? Thanks, Tenflix. We'll see what comes of it. No, he's actually the most interesting man on the planet. He is legitimately the most interesting man on the planet. Brian Blessed's life is astounding. It's astounding. By the way, he is a mountain of a man. He is a mountain of a man. Let me try and see. There we go. Just give me a photo of him next to someone. Yeah, here you go. Here's him next to a woman. As is fucking, this is him as King Lear. This is Brian Blessed as King Lear. Because of course he's played King Lear. Who else would you get to play King Lear but Brian Blessed? This is him next to like a normal size human. He's an absolute mountain of a man. See if I can find one of his Arctic exploration photos. Yeah, dude, I would be fine with Brian Blessed being the king. Dude, okay. So here we go. All right. Which of these people? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll use Chase. Chase is a good example. All right. Which of these people would you rather have on your money in your stamps? Because that's what it boils down to. The king fucking doesn't matter one bit in modern England. But who would you rather look at all of the time? Right? It's going to be on stamps and on signs and on symbols and on the sides of boats and shit. It's going to be everywhere. This guy, right? With the voice of a goddamn just Shakespearean presence. Or this. There's this or this. Option A. Option Right? If you're going to have a fucking monarch laying around, which you shouldn't anyway, because it's a stupid idea. But if you're going to have a fucking monarch laying around, don't have it look like Prince William. Jesus goddamn Christ. One sec. Okay. What do you wait? What are you saying? Are you saying Prince William looks better than Harry? Are you actually implying that? Prince William is better than a lot, to be fair. Glances at Harry. Harry is fucking gorgeous. Especially compared to fucking Prince William. Dude, Harry's a fuck... Like, Harry's jacked. He's also been awarded the honorary title of official shoutsperson by the University of York's Douglas Adams Society. I mean, this versus this. This versus this. I mean, I know which one I'm taking. Amherst, tastes are subjective, but yours is wrong. Do I have... I don't... I want that video. Somebody find me fucking that video. Oh, God. God, I wish I had saved that video. There's a video of, it's because he is inbred. There's a video of Harry running a military obstacle course. And then there's a video of William trying to run the same course. And there's like literally 8 people on either side of him, like 4 and 4, that are there the entire time to make sure that if he falls, that they'll just like, he'll fall on them. Meanwhile, Harry's fucking literally just fucking Supermaning up to fucking bars and just bodying himself up and shit. And William is like barely able to walk across a fucking like a plank. It is the most hilarious video juxtaposing their two physical like aspects. William is soft and pudgy and has no idea how to do anything physical whatsoever. And Harry is a goddamn badass. And it's literally back-to-back videos of like, here's Harry on the obstacle course. Here's William on the obstacle course. And there's literally like a crew of people making sure William doesn't hurt himself. And Harry's just bodying that fucking course. It is amazing to look at. I wish I had saved that video because it's hilarious. What's up, Ask? It's beautiful. I love that video. I know. Like, I wish I had saved that video. That video is hilarious. It really just is. Shave the head. William should give up, shave the head and grow a beard. I know, right? He's so weird looking. He's just so fucking weird looking. I mean, that's what inbreeding will do to you, I suppose. And he started off good looking. See, that's the saddest part, right? Like, the saddest part is that this started off looking like this. This is some teen bop fucking teen heartthrob shit right here, right? Like, this is some fucking One Direction, Boys to Men, fucking Backstreet Boys in sync level shit going on here. And it turned into this. That became that. Like, god damn. That's just sad. Some sort of curse. Royal family did piss off a lot of witches. Probably some sort of curse. Yeah, exactly. If only Diana had fucked someone else for William's dad, like she did for Harry. Where's the fucking dude? Show me the fucking. Okay, come on. I want the old pictures. There we go. One of these things is not like the others. One of these things is doing its own thing. Sure, Chucky boy, you're his father. Mm-hmm. I believe it. I believe it for sure. Oh, this is the video. This is the fucking video. God damn it. Here you go. Here you go. Here's fucking Prince Harry. This is the specimen that Harry is. Here's William. Harry, fucking William's a throwaway. He's a throwaway. Fucking, I absolutely, like, dude, Williams is fucking, that's my only, like, guideline. Dude, the helmet. Yeah, no, dude, they literally, like, there's people on all sides of him. He's got a fucking helmet. He's clinging to shit. Harry, meanwhile, is Supermaning his way through a fucking full obstacle course. And you're like, yeah, one of these people is physically superior specimen to the other. One of these people is an inbred. Yeah. That's what gets you William, is inbreeding. Because Diana's family's royalty as well. Like, they're all fucking the same fucked up genetics. And so Harry got a fresh injection of fucking tennis coach semen. Or Diana got a fresh injection of tennis coach semen, and that gave us Harry. And instead got that old worn out fucking inbred fucking same old, like, wannabe Habsburg gene pool that the fucking Brits have going on at that point, and got us William. It's that simple. Homie, get some fresh dick. Harry's video is from a Spartan race course, and William's video is from a kids' outdoor pursuit center. Yeah, that sounds about right. Fucking William can't even handle the kiddie bars. Meanwhile, fucking Harry's out there doing a Spartan race. They look similar because they have their mother's appearance. But as they get older, you start to see the fathers. William looks like his father. Harry looks like his father as well. Harry has always looked like his father and his mother. William has always looked like his mother, and then eventually looked like his mother and father. He grew into his genes. Harry has always been. You want to see William try the boulder lift? Oh, God. Yeah, imagine looking up to the guy. Yep, it's my future head of state. Oh, God. I mean, it's bad enough to have a king, right? It's bad enough to have a monarch. You have to be such a bootlicking supplicant to want a monarch in the first place. But it's bad enough to have the monarch. To have one that looks like that? You can't even get a good-looking monarch? Jesus Christ, get this Habsburg shit out of here. As a UKS and a search and rescue pilot. Yeah, Harry joined as like a tank commander or some shit. And no, I'm sorry, young Philip was not strapping. He was not. Sorry. He's always been not Harry. Harry's a lot better looking than Philip. No. Philip's always been kind of yeah. Homie, they're ugly. Well, okay. Yeah, exactly, Astro. Like, there's just nothing to write home about there. It's, especially for, like, British monarchy. You're like, well, I mean, he at least looks like a normal human being. Yeah, he at least, like, reminds you of, like, a normal human being somewhat, but nah. Fuck all that. Yeah, no, I agree, Amorous. I agree. Dude, if he grew the beard back, he'd fucking, dude, he could rock the beard. He could totally, yeah. No, 100% Amorous. I'm with you. Dude, he needs to just shave that shit and rock the beard. Yeah. 100%. I can't. Jesus Christ, hang on, dude. Zippy chat integration for fucking YouTube is not that great. Literally scrolling up is a fucking thing. They shave it once they get home, but in the military they take a chance to grow out their beards. The Queen doesn't like them. The men in the royal family are forbidden from having beards. Can we just fucking get rid of that cunt? Jesus Christ. Talk about fucking having an ego trip. Jesus goddamn Christ. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Harry joined, yeah, Harry was like in some like armored regiment or some shit like that. So he retrained and deployed to Afghanistan as an Apache pilot instead. Fucking lame. I mean, I'd have done him. I'd have done him. You kidding me? Yeah, I'd do him. Good headed hair, solid cheekbones. Chin's a little weak, but we look past that. Good nose, good lips. Ears symmetrical. Yeah, no, I'd do that, dude. Yeah, he's totally doable. Peter the Second. The fact that anybody even, The fuck? I don't pay attention. Really? Your taste is not great. Peter II of Yugoslavia, everyone. He's not hideously ugly, but like there's this, and then there's this. Like, one of them even has like royal presence. Royalty hot or not now? Yeah, I know, right? Fucking. Yeah, Viva, hard pass. Yeah, hard pass. Yeah, I'm good. I vote 1. Yeah, Machno is hotter. Well, I mean, Machno had style. Fucking Machno fucking knew what he was doing, too. Like, that's fucking, he knew what was up. Fucking man had flair and, like, style about himself. That fucking jacket. That jacket alone, like, right? Middle of a fucking war. Middle of a civil war. Middle of a fucking external war as well. This dude's rocking this shit. Right? He knew what was up. He had flair. He's not my style of dude, but he had a baller look about him, for sure. He never fucking wasn't out, like he was on fleek the entire time. See, I don't think fucking young. Wait, hang on. I've looked this up before. Is it young Stalin or one of the youngins that the lefties talk about being hot? That I'm like, I don't get. All right, so colorized Stalin, you kind of have to do colorized because I mean the black and white, I suppose you can work with. Right, here's black and white. But here's the colorized, right? I kind of prefer the colorized. He's a good-looking man. He's a good-looking man. He's a good-looking man. There's no way around that. He had the look, right? Like, brother had the look. When he started going big mustache and big beard, he started getting a little weird looking. But the man looked good. I'd have shaved him down a bit. I'm not a fan of the mustache and the beard and shit like that. But he had looks. He had style. Yeah, Stalin knew what was up. Well, Che Guevara, non-Che Guevara, right? Because how many of you have seen Che Guevara without Che Guevara, right? Because most of you know Che Guevara as the like beard and mustache toting, like beret wearing revolutionary. How many of y'all have ever seen Che Guevara in non-revolutionary mode? Because Che Guevara in non-revolutionary mode is an entirely different looking motherfucker. And I'd have done him. Here you go. This is what Che Guevara looks like without Che Guevara going on. I'd have given him the time of day. For sure. And in fact, I think he's better looking than Stalin. I think he's better looking like, I think he's better looking than a lot of these motherfuckers out there. Young, like non-Che Guevara to Che Guevara is a looker. Yeah. Thank you, Zippy. Yeah, I have an eye for like symmetry. I'm bad at remembering faces, but I have an eye for human symmetry and general aesthetics. Like I can be like, that's pleasing, that's not. I don't know why, but that one. Yeah. Obama helped you find out. Oh yeah, dude. No, Obama's still strapping, by the way. Obama still got it going on. Dude, he's fucking Obama's fucking dude, he's not a terrible looking dude. He's not a terrible looking dude. There's no way around that shit. Right? Like this motherfucker, hold on. Here he is recently. Right? This is what, a 60-year-old man, 65-year-old. He's not young, right? Like he's not fucking young. And let's see. Let's get where is he? Let's get one of those pictures. There. That'll work. He's old as fuck. He's old as fuck. He has every right to be 100% flabby and fat, and he's still relatively toned. He's not fat. He's not rocking a dad bod. He's out paddleboarding in Hawaii, right? Like, homie, he's fucking, he's not terrible looking. He knows what he's got going on. And back in the day, fucking Obama was worth looking at, like straight up. Yeah. It's a good stream clip segment. Hot or not dictators edition. We actually should do that. What's up, Crimson? Yeah, homie's enjoying himself. I would be too. Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, I mean, here's young Bernie. We're gonna do the glasses pick, like the profile photo, right? Is this the book photo for Toos? Is that what you looked at? Here's young Bernie. This is what Bernie Sanders fucking looked like back when he was an agitator, like for real, an agitator. Yeah, this is young Bernie. And then finding a picture of young Gnome is an issue, actually. Dude, Gnome has never been young. Noam Chomsky has never been young. Here he is at MIT back in 48 or something like that. Jesus Christ. 69. Here's Noam at MIT in 1969. Styling like a motherfucker. Like this is what Noam Chomsky looked like back in the 60s. So, yeah. Distant. I'm into it. Did faux operate exist when Chomsky was young? Fucking Sterner smash your pass. Oh, see, pass, because Max Sterner was a psychopath. Like, he was mall ninja. Like, okay, so if there was mall ninja shit in Sterner's day, Sterner would have been. Here's a picture of Max Sterner. Like, it's not. Hang on, let me. Nope, wrong one. Hold on. There you go. This is Max Turner. Sterner try to come as fast as he can and then leave you be. Yeah. 100%. Yeah, 100%. The photo that first went up, that's Samuel Beckett, by the way. For those of you that know your various authors and philosophers and writers, that's Samuel Beckett. Not a dude I'd want to hang out with. Amorous, do it, and I will 100% do it, and we'll turn it into a segment. We'll totally turn it into a clip. What's wrong with Beckett? He's gonna eat you. That motherfucker's gonna stab you with a katana that he bought from the fucking, like, internet, and he's going to eat you. There is no fucking way I'm going near that dude. No fucking way. Yeah, fucking Amorous. You want to create a tier list? I will 100% do it. No, Hirohito fucking looked boring as shit. He looked like every other. Here's fucking Hirohito as a fucking youngin' or young man. He looks like every other Japanese business suit douchebag that you've ever seen. Here's Hirohito. This is young Hirohito. I've seen I've seen like a billion of him. Well, not a billion because the Japanese are dying off. But anyway, I've seen a lot of him. Right? Like that's just, eh. Like Hirohito is just whatever. I bet if I type young Japanese businessman into search and just get some fucking picture. Yeah. I just did fucking, yeah, dude, like that's just that. What did young Mao look like? I mean, that's a painting. That's a fucking painting and a half. Like, I mean, yeah, he's kind of, I don't know. Something about the facial shape. The eyes, mouth. I don't know. Not a fan. Not a fan. Also, I mean, he's Mao Zedong, so, you know. Numbers 1 through 10 or S through F. I don't care. Dealer's choice, Amorous. Dealer's choice. I can work with either. Fucking, which the style back then, the Japanese used to look like you got hit by a shovel after someone ate your lunch at work. Let's see. Why is it always... Not a fan either. Oh, there we go. There we go. Not terrible. I found a fucking photo. I found a photo. She got come fuck me eyes down pat. She got that come here look down pat. Young Xi Jinping. Young Xi Jinping. I'm gonna sound racist if I say this shit. He just looks like a Chinese dude. Oh, that's young Xi Jinping. That was young Xi Jinping. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Can we find a photo of young Gaddafi? Are there fucking photos of Muammar as like a young one? Because I'm not seeing any. I mean, this is about this. That's not the youngest I see a photo of. And he still looks like he'll fucking stab you. Guy still looks like a fucking psychopath, even back then. And Hussein. Nah. Here's young Hussein. Dude, I'm pretty sure this guy served me like a gyro or like some sort of like Kafka, maybe, at a restaurant one time. I'm pretty sure I've been to this dude's restaurant. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure this motherfucker served me food sometime. And yeah, it looks like every Turkish Iraqi everywhere. Let's see. Abdul Nasser. Not my style. Not my style. Not my style. That's all I got to say. Not my bag. And, oh God, oh God. All right. Young Margaret Thatcher. Here. Not terrible. I mean, that's a still something wonky there. She's not terrible though. Still something wonky. It's the eye, dude. It's the eye. That's what's throwing it for me. It's the fucking eye. If it weren't for the eye, dude, she's good looking. She's good looking. Yeah. There's a lot of dudes that would fucking hook up with that. There's a lot of dudes that would be all over that. She's the crazy girlfriend meme. I mean, she is the crazy girlfriend meme. She is the crazy girlfriend meme. Dude, fucking imagine Margaret Thatcher. Imagine ghosting Margaret Thatcher. Imagine ghosting Margaret. Holy shit, man. Fucking scorched earth type bitch. Dude, yeah. No, yeah, she is the crazy girlfriend meme. 100%. There are no young photos of Vladimir Putin that are attractive. The only photos of Vladimir Putin where he starts looking like a normal human being is when he's really, really young, and it's creepy to even look at those photos. Vladimir Putin, his entire life, has been basically fucky looking. Like, there's just no fucking way this dude just doesn't. All right, here's him in like a normal situation. This is Vladimir Putin with like a woman and like human interaction and young. And you can already see he's sweeping that hair to try and cover up the balding. This is young Vladimir Putin. This is a squared away shot of Vladimir Putin, just full on, right? It's not He's not. Yeah. He's just an ugly human being through and through. The hottest he's been on is on that horse. Yeah, basically. Fucking basically. Let's see. Young Enrico Malatesta. Are there young? I don't think there's young photos of Malatesta. I don't think any exist. I mean, we got those fucking later photos, but like that's Malatesta who's ready to fucking burn some shit. That is not young Malatesta. I don't think there are photos of young Malatesta. Pics where he's with a kid. This swept hair remind me of the try hard boys in his goal. You know, dude, Putin is that dude. 100%. 100%. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen an attractive photo of Vladimir Putin. He is legitimately just awkward. Here. This is Vladimir Putin as a kid. This is Vladimir Putin as a fucking kid. He already looks like an old man. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? This is not... How? How is he this sad? This morose? This balding? This fucking, like... He's just a shit human being. Yeah, the dead eyes. Dude, he has had dead eyes his entire life. I don't fucking know what that shit's about. Dude, that's some, yeah, the Omen theme. Dude, that's some cursed ass shit, right? That's some cursed ass shit. Vladimir Putin fucking, as a kid, is some cursed ass shit. You're like, God damn, what happened? You tell me. Bad clone job. Bad clone job. Ooh, all right, hang on. One moment. Aw, boo. Good night, Caboose. Sleep well. I think we'll fucking be calling it here soon anyway. Proudhon. I don't... Do we have anything of Proudhon? Pierre-Joseph Proudhon. Yeah, he just always kind of was that. And to be frank, I kind of like him better as an old man. I don't know. I kind of perceive Proudhon to be this. Like this is Proudhon. I kind of prefer him that way. I really kind of. Oh God, one of the boils. One of the boils. No, he does. He has mad boil energy for Toos. He's got mad boil energy. Fucking hang on. McBoyle, sorry. Mick Boyle, I suppose. It's the fucking name. Just sort of clicked there for a second. I was like, wait, Mick Boyle. Can I get a better photo? Like a bigger photo? I can't? Fine. I'll take it. How is that not Putin? How is that not Putin? Dude, the McBoyles give off such heavy Putin energy. Dude, he gives off such fucking Putin energy. Let's see. Ryan McBoyle, I think. Yeah. Is it Liam or Ryan? I think it's Liam, maybe? Nope. Yeah, no, it's Liam. It's Liam. Yeah, it's okay. So that's Jimmy Simpson. Is the fucking actor that portrays him, and dude, he gives off such mad fucking Putin energy. He would be able to play him instantly. Give me names to search. I'm at 15 right now. Okay. Hold on. Young Trotsky looks like, yeah, dude, we need Trotsky. Trotsky's got to be in there as well. You got to throw, Hitler. You got to throw Hitler in, Amorous, if you haven't already. Did we put Mussolini in? Pol Pot? Kim Jong-il. Do Kim Jong-il. Fucking Tito. Fucking Tito. What about Mugabe? Fucking, does Robert Mugabe fucking qualify? Castro. Fucking Castro. Oh shit. Idi Amin. Assad. Dude, Assad's got that. Bashar al-Assad, he's got no fucking chin. He looks like a fucking dentist. He looks like a goddamn dentist. Assad. What? These motherfuckers all qualify as dictators? Everyone I've listed is a dictator in some way, shape, or form, except Trotsky. Trotsky's not a dictator. He's just a radical. But everybody else outside Trotsky I've mentioned is all fucking, fucking Duerte. I intentionally fucked that guy's name up. I will never say his name correctly because fuck him. He doesn't deserve it. Yasser Arafat. Franco. We forgot Franco. Oh God, I can't say his name in fucking Albanian or whatever the fuck it is, but Hoxha, yeah. Pinochet, Tojo, fucking Hideki belongs. Tojo, right? Trotsky's not a dictator. He's just a sore loser. It's okay to forget Franco. Pinochet, please. Okay, so you were just doing theory people, not, oh God. Yeah, no. I don't want to do theory people. Dude, Amorous, it makes it funnier if we write dictators. Like horrible people. Like that's the funny part, is like hot or nodding, just some of the worst people on the planet in the history of the planet. Enwer, how is that even pronounced in English? Viva? Hodxa? Dude, if I put an X between two H's, there's not an English speaker on the planet that would look at that and go, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's totally a... What sound is my mouth supposed to make with that? Bolsonaro. Yeah, Bolsonaro is probably Who's the Haitian guy? Who was the Haitian guy? It was something like Olivier, but it wasn't Olivier. It was one of those Olivier fucking French names. It was a French name. You were close with a D sound followed by this growling sound. So no, Che qualifies, Amorous. Put Che in. Hodka. I can't. Fuck that guy. Hoxa. Fucking Hoxa. That's fucking fuck that guy. Oh God. Jesus Christ. Ceausescu. Yeah, Ceausescu. Fucking Nikolai. Yeah. Did we ever figure out what the fucking what the Haitian dude was named? Oh God, did we do Khomeini as well? Hodja. I can do that. Hodja. Yeah, Khomeini. We need Khomeini on the list as well. Horrible people. Hodja. Okay. Fucking. Yeah, I'm pretty out of names. I'm pretty out of fucking names as far as like notorious dictators go. I thought we mentioned Tito. Tito should be on there. Haitian dictator. Yeah. De Villiers or whatever the fuck. Duvalier. Yeah, Jean-Claude. Yeah. Crimson. That's him. That's the Haitian dude. Oh, Milosevic. Yeah, Slobodan Milosevic. We have to include Gurbin Ghuli. Gurbin Ghuli, Bernie Muhammadov. Gurbin Ghuli, Bernie Muhammadov. Fucking yeah, dude, we have to include Gurbin Ghuli. Dude, that horse fucker, dude, that dude's got a hard on for horses. That dude fucks horses. Dude, Gurbin Ghuli. Yeah, you got to include Gurbin Ghuli. I fucking just so I can mention the horse fucking. Dude, that dude's sexually attracted to horses. He's sexually attracted to horses. Gurbin Ghuli, Bernie Muhammadov. Yeah, that motherfucker. Fucking who else? I think we've run the course. Frankly, I think we've run the course. Yeah, we don't need to go back any further. We need like to be able to like source photos of these people at least. So, all right, first off, okay. So we're officially, yeah, we're halfway through the book. We're halfway through Rules for Radicals. So we're making progress there. Yeah, we did Hussein, rad. We've got Hussein on the list, I think. So yeah. I hope that that little session right there helped you form the list, Amorous. And I'll do the list tomorrow, or the next day. I don't entirely know what the status of tomorrow's stream is going to be, because I may have a meeting. Yeah, I I think I suggested, somebody suggested Milosevic. And yeah, I suggested fucking Bashir al-Assad rad, because he's got that weak ass fucking chin and he looks like a dentist. Like, he literally looks like a dentist. Yeah, I'm like, if we're ranking motherfuckers like hot or not, douchebag edition or political edition or dictator edition or whatever, yeah, Bashar al-Assad should be on the list, because we need an F rank motherfucker, don't we? But anyway, yeah, I may have a meeting around 5 o'clock tomorrow. So, oh yeah, fucking, I suggested Franco, because I almost forgot Franco for two. Oh, you can post it on Discord, Amorous. Just post away. Yes. Yeah, dude, Bashar al-Assad is the weakest looking. Dude, the only weaker chin I have ever seen on a human being is with fucking, Gavin McInnes. That is 100% the weakest chin I've ever seen on a human being. 5 chins, yet doesn't have one. Like, Gavin McInnes's chin is just, I don't know. Has everybody seen Gavin McInnes's chin or lack thereof? Cause it is, it's worth traumatizing your eyes over, because it's fucking, it is the most tragic photo. Let's see if I can find this photo. There we go. Here's Gavin with no beard from the side. All right. Here's Gavin McInnes. All right, I will show you Gavin McInnes as he prefers to present himself first. And so you can sort of see what this motherfucker, like his like photos, what he prefers, right? Here's Gavin McInnes full on. This is what this man looks like, right? This is the Gavin McInnes everybody has come to know as the white nationalist piece of trash fuck up that he is. Now, let's shave the beard and get a side photo of him like this. So a profile photo, so you can see what's going on underneath this. This is fucking real. This is real. This is Gavin McInnes without the beard and on the side, on the profile shot. This becomes this. Where is your chin? It is intense. It is legitimately intense. Oh no, there's video. There's video. Like that's it isn't the only. Hold on. Oh God, fucking, he's constantly yelling in every fucking video he's ever been in. Ugh, I can't listen to that. Yeah. You fucking what, mate? Yeah, no, dude, I'm telling you, Gavin McInnes is the weirdest looking motherfucker. Has no chin, but Bashar al-Assad, second only to Gavin McInnes. It looks like old Piccolo Gurge out of the egg with the new Piccolo and Dragon Ball. Dude, I'm telling you, fucking, some of these motherfuckers. I'm of the master race. No, you aren't. Right, like that's, hold on. Let's do this. I have to do this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, so this motherfucker right here thinks that he belongs to a superior ethnic group. Okay? He believes that his tier is more intelligent, more physically capable, a better outperforming subset of data. Okay? He thinks he's superior to that. That thinks that is inferior. That. Behold the master race. You should be able to, Viva. I don't know. You should be able to, though. Is it telling you you can't? Because I have no restrictions on anything like that. Allow all comments. Allow embedding. Allow... Yeah, like I don't have any restrictions on. So... Oh God, he's still, dude, he has never looked. That's young Mitch McConnell. Good night, Zippy. They just don't show up. Interesting. We're going to have to work on that. Hold on. YouTube, live stream, can't post links. Because I've had people put links in chat. Can someone drop a link? Night Zippy, again. Can somebody put a link of just anything? Just put a fucking link into chat. You put a YouTube link, somebody put a YouTube link to a video, and then somebody put a non-YouTube, non-Google link in chat, please and thank you. So we can see which side, where this is happening. Crimson, he looks like a reject parent from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Sounds about right. Yeah, because this... Done both. Yeah, they just don't appear. I'm seeing neither anywhere. You just dropped a Twitter link. Holy shit. Yeah, no, I don't see them either. Like, I don't even see them on my side. So they just don't allow links, I guess. Yeah. I got nothing. All right, so all links have to go in Discord. All links have to go in Discord, which is why, by the way, Discord exists back from the Podbean days. That's why why Discord even exists, because I wanted to be able to have expanded capability. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Can I? Hang on. You know what? Fucking hang on. Server settings, invites. It would have been generated by me. There we go. All right. I sent this recently to somebody. Where it was. There it was. All right. Now let's see. Host can. All right. Well, at least I can. Oh, which reminds me, 1, I need to re-enable that. 2, I need to edit the deck. 3, I need to do this, edit appearance, Discord, save, edit. I don't want settings, I want triggers. Discord, save, commands. There we go. And that one. And there we go. Save it. Save it. Done. Mods. Yeah, you know what? That's worth checking. Viva, try again. You're now temporarily a moderator, Viva. Check it. Also, somebody type exclamation Discord, please and thank you. So we can check that as well while I'm at it. Mods can. Mods can post links. Cool. And Discord command works. And I didn't put the cooldown on it. Edit commands. Copy the overtime command. Edit Discord. Edit commands. Paste the overtime command. And move it down 1. There we go. Save, please and thank you. Edit commands. Delay should be 20 milliseconds. You know what? Let's just put 30 milliseconds. Save, save, minimize. We're gonna have to figure a way around that though. All right, cool. If anybody's watching, look, I have to do a thing. I'm remembering to do a thing. Just make everybody a mod. I know, right? That would be hilarious. Just everybody's a mod. That would be kind of funny. We should do that. Chaos stream. One day. In before chaos stream. Okay, so if anybody's actually watching this in replay or VOD form and you don't normally catch live streams for me on YouTube, I stream, hi, my name's Kai, by the way. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, PST in the US. Do the conversions yourself, I'm sorry. Tuesday, Thursdays, 11:30 p.m. Pacific time in the US. So PST as well. Pacific Standard. We're not in daylight savings time right now, so it's PST. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. Tuesday, Thursdays, 11:30 p.m. PST. And yeah, catch me on YouTube. Not on Twitch anymore. So we'll see how that goes. Either way, yeah. He'd be scared to come in the stream and you're the one I'm on. All right. Yeah, I'm going to tag out for tonight. Again, guys, thanks for being here. It's going to be slow. It's going to be out of the ordinary. We're not going to have a whole lot of conversation, as far as with externalities going on. We're not going to have a whole lot of debate going on this channel until we get some fresh faces in here, which I'm going to have to rely upon some of you, all of you fucking we have to be slaves to the algorithm for a little bit. So comment on the fucking VODs, comment on the streams, live, share it, fucking tweet it, like it, do all of those fucking YouTube things that drive the goddamn algorithm behind YouTube so we can start working on it. And fucking Fertus, I think it was, that gave me the how to grow your live stream video. I'll be sure to watch that. Amorous, I will try and take the clickbait title stuff into account. And Caboose and I are going to work on those thumbnails. Thank you, Crix. Yep. So either way, everyone else, mods and up. All right. Everyone else, have a good night. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. I need to do an outro screen as well. I need to do a stream outro as well. I hate doing, oh God, I got to do a fucking stream outro. God, I hate all this shit. Either way, I'll catch you guys later. And remember, tomorrow, 5:30, maybe, I'll update via Discord. Catch you all later.